Day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason pulled a Mason and called in sick on the day of the show.
Here we go. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Thursday. Let's get it, yo. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, what's up, guys? Marcus Grant is here today. Ireland, Dad's not home, so we can do whatever the hell we want.
Oh, yeah.
Dad's away.
There he is.
Yeah. Oh, no Laura today. Laura's running around here, but she's out for today. She did the morning show. So,
Laura's
ladies,
going to be out for the rest of the month.
Is she really?
Yes. After tomorrow, next week, she'll be on Sedano and Cap for the rest of the month.
well, here's the thing about Laura. She is like the best utility player. She's our Kike Hernandez.
That's right.
You can plug her anywhere, and it's going to work.
Exactly.
So, good for
You did
good
a very
for her.
good job on the Travis and Sliwa show. Good
Excellent.
job, Laura.
So another day, another Dodgers loss, huh? Playing the Phillies. Last night, Christopher Sanchez looked really good for them. We didn't get much going. And today, apparently it's Anthony Banda with an opener and then Landon Knack stepping in. This facing Aaron Nola. The Phillies are just really good.
They're a good team.
Yeah.
Look, there's a reason they have the best record in the National League. They hit, they pitch, they do everything well. Look, Greg and I were on the Blue Review this morning.
Yes.
I said if there's a silver lining, it's that, last night's loss looked better than Tuesday night's loss.
Right, it was a good loss.
It was a good
is what
loss.
you're saying.
They were competitive. They got good pitching performances. They were hanging in there. They had real opportunities. On Tuesday, it was a wrap after the third inning.
Right.
So
now, I think we all agree that there are some radical adjustments that need to be made with this team right now. You need at least one additional starting pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
I think you probably, given the state of Max Muncy, and he's not swinging a bat, he got shut down, you maybe need to address third base.
Second base?
Second base is a hole right now. Gavin Lux is just nowhere.
some of these things get better when guys get healthy.
Sure.
Mookie Betts getting healthy helps solve one of these problems.
Muncy getting healthy?
Muncy getting healthy, if he's able to come back, which it looks like it's more later than sooner, that solves third base potentially. But I think even without that, I think you can sort of cobble something together between Kike Hernandez. Chris Taylor was awful at the start of the year.
Yeah.
He's hitting the ball now.
He's picked up,
So you can start it. You can give him some starts there. You can even throw in a pinch Miguel Vargas over at third base. So I think you can sort of cobble something together, but you need another arm somewhere in there, at least for the rotation.
Yeah, and the arms that are out there aren't necessarily locks. Like, although I do like Flaherty from the Tigers. Mm-hmm. I think he would be a great addition to that rotation. Actually, they just need arms. I mean,
They need
same
arms.
team. Eric Fetty, there are like arms floating around that are gettable. I think you just need to eat up some innings right now while everything returns to form.
But there's no guy. There's not that guy out there that's the one that we need. There's nobody there is no Yu Darvish or Max Scherzer that they've gone out and gotten in the past. There's not that that's going to change our season around. There's question marks behind Garrett Crochet. There's question marks behind Jack Flaherty. There's question marks with all these guys.
By the way, Crochet, I think he falls in. He's a terrific talent. But he falls into the same category as Tyler Glasnow, a guy who has already thrown more innings than he has ever thrown in his career.
Right, but he was a reliever before Marcus. So
He was, but you're running into that issue with Glass now. You're going to run into that issue with Gavin Stone.
Yep. Yeah, Gavin Stone.
And they're already stretching out this rotation for when Yamamoto was healthy, trying to make sure he stays on an every 6-day schedule.
Right.
So they have stretched this thing, I think, as far as they can. At some point, they do need some innings eaters, and that's the question right now. Where do you find them?
Now, I personally would like to see them add an everyday outfielder. Bergman, you sort of scoff at this.
No, it's not scoff. I think you can
I heard
cobble
you
together.
scoff.
Yeah. Is that a scoff? Is that
Yeah,
a scoff?
That's scoffing.
that's
Scoffing, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty close to that. But, I mean, you have Teoscar, you have Andy Pajes, who is just solidly doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not overly amazing, and he's not terrible. And then you can mix in match over in left field as much as you kind of really want to. Look, if you get me Luis Robert or if you get Randy Arozarena.
What about Tommy Pham?
Tommy Pham.
I love Tommy Pham.
I like Tommy Pham. Apparently, he's a terrible guy in the locker room. So
is he a terrible?
Look, just don't play fantasy football when you're fine.
Is that what it was? He's a terrible guy in the locker room.
Apparently, that's just the
and
MO
a
for
sore
him.
loser in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Well, remember into it with fans a lot too. Honestly.
Yeah,
you're right. He does.
He's a hothead. So look, but if he can play, he can play, and that's fine. I wanted him in the winter when we talked about him originally.
Right.
Don't you remember what happened with Jock Peterson? Was it Jock? Right.
It was Jock Peterson.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
They got into a dispute about
over fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Yeah, I remember.
And he slapped him.
He slapped him. Yeah.
Right.
Which, by the way, he has a long memory because it was like the next season. Like he held on to this.
Right. He was bitter for a while.
And
Huh?
like got him in the summer. Yeah. It was a while.
Bergman, everyday outfielder. You're 6 of 8 career in the All-Star softball
See, again,
game.
you brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah. But I could see you wanted to bring it up.
It was right on the tip of my tongue.
Right. I knew you were going to go there, so I got there first.
By the way, somebody on Twitter figured out my OPS. It's 1,500. So that's a great OPS.
Despite the fact that it's all singles.
It's all singles, but
so it's fueled by OBP and
exactly
no slug.
Yeah, 0 slug.
Yeah.
It's
Zero
all
slug.
OBP.
A couple RBIs in there too. You can't forget that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the way, I am 3 for 6 lifetime in that All-Star game.
Oh, how could you remember? Get him a baseball reference page.
I went back and looked at the tape, so I knew what I did. I don't commit that stuff to memory. I went back and looked at tape and figured out what I got.
Now, did you figure out your slug though? I mean, were you going extra bases? What are we doing?
I do not any longer recall exactly what those hits look like.
You don't remember if they were singles or doubles?
I don't remember what we talked about yesterday. No clue.
Let's just assume they were singles.
By the way, Bergman, and he'll say this is too late, but we got a memo that went out to everybody
Sunday
in the entire company.
It was 50 people.
Top to bottom, everybody.
Look, I wanted people to know I was going to be there.
Invited to an event. And Bergman replied all to say, yes, I'll be there +1. And I was like, I needed to know that. I needed to know if Bergman was going to be there before I made a decision myself.
You're absolutely right. I knew that you needed to know. I knew that Marcus needed to know because he was on that email.
I saw the response, right? That I saw the Gregory up there, and I was like, he must be adding something that was missed in the original email. And then I saw, he just
wanted to make sure it's a +1.
Yep, exactly.
This is a faux pas here.
So I went and I decided I really look up to Cappy as a person
and
as somebody that does things.
No.
And I thought to myself, what would Cappy do in this situation?
He would reply all.
What would Cappy do? And he would reply all.
Yes.
And if I can get up to his level, I need to start replying all to everything.
You're on your way. You're on your way. All right,
thank you, Cappy.
Coming up next for you, it is a very special day for pet owners. I want to bring that up. Plus, Sauce Gardner of the Jets said something controversial on Twitter yesterday, and it is a terrible take in my estimation. In the meantime, let me tell you about your chance to win tickets to the shared reality version of Cosm of Copa America. Now, here's the deal. Listen all day long for your chance to experience Copa America. And this is called Shared Reality. It's at Cosm, Los Angeles. You can take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. You'll be right there. You can wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action of every save and slide and tackle and goal. Experience the game like never before at Cosm, Los Angeles. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com. That's COSM.com or the Cosm mobile app. But keep on listening all day for your chance to win a pair of tickets for Sunday at Cosm only from 710 ESPN. Mason in Ireland. Ireland's out. Marcus Grant's here. 710 ESPN.
All right, first day spring training for Michael Funches. Team Sliwa is taking down Team Mason. In Ireland, you're going to lose $100,000 mythical money. Just look at this machine. He's ready. They ain't ready for you, Funch. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you, Funch. That's right, Funch. All right, we figured out where Funch can go. He can catch. I'm gonna put you at second base. Go play second base right now. It's over here. There. Oh no.
Around a big pot I've just won and sliding it to my stack of the winnings. But poker isn't really poker unless you're playing at Commerce Casino and Hotel. The Commerce is the only place I play poker, largest poker room in the world with the best poker action in Southern California, and there's always a seat for you at the Commerce, maybe next to me. The poker action never ends at Commerce, which is why this year alone, the Commerce Casino will pay out over $20 million in jackpots. Don't forget, great food, friendly staff, daily tournaments, and the poker experience you're looking for. The Commerce Casino is located 6131 Telegraph Road in Commerce. For more information and a calendar of events, visit commercecasino.com. That's commercecasino.com, and I will see all you guys at the Commerce.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
Hey, it is officially ESPY's Day at ESPN. They're happening tonight, and in honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech. All donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/Stuart. 100% of your donation goes to cancer research. Little Eddie Murphy there. And Bergman, by the way, Marcus Grant's in for John. I never think this is a good sign. Bergman yesterday said, yeah, I watched part of Beverly Hills Cop, the new one on Netflix. And I always think that's a bad sign. Like, if it's really, really good, you're like, I'll stay up late, I'll bust my schedule to finish this movie. But it wasn't good enough to finish in one sitting.
Well, no, it's not some, like, amazing movie. It's not going to win Oscars or anything. It was a movie that I felt I could stop. I liked it, though. I actually really enjoyed it when I finished it last night.
Do you recommend other people watching it as a miniseries? Where they
No, you can watch it in one full. I got really, really tired because I get tired at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So when I went to bed. But yes, if you liked the original first two, Beverly Hills Cop, see it.
I feel like, though, that's a disadvantage that Netflix movies have, is that you can stop it and walk away at any time.
True.
Versus when you're in the theater, like, you are there, you've made a plan. Like, this
you're
is
locked
like,
in.
Right, like, at home, I'm on Netflix, I'm on my phone, I want a snack, I gotta go to the bathroom, I stop it, and maybe I don't come back. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I will watch it.
You should. You like Bad Boys 17.
Bad Boys was a great movie. Martin Lawrence made me laugh so much. I mean it was the most entertaining movie I saw. The most fun I had at the movies this year. How about that?
Okay,
Martin Lawrence
fair.
was really funny. It's not going to win awards or anything like that, but I thought it was a really good piece of old-fashioned summer blockbuster kind of entertainment like we used to have.
Right. Like, we don't have too many summer blockbusters anymore. Other that aren't like Marvel movies. I say to somebody I love Marvel movies.
Only
by the way.
one Marvel movie being released this year. They're sort of rebooting the entire thing. Kevin Feige over there's doing that, right?
It was getting stale. I think it really was.
But the one that's coming out,
we don't know what's going on with
the one
Majors,
that's coming out, it's going to be gigantic.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Biggest movie of the year.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
that's going to be amazing.
Comes out later on this
so
month.
amazing.
Did you like the first two?
Oh yeah, the first two Deadpools, and I love the fact that the original Deadpool, if you remember, was released on Valentine's Day.
Nothing says love like Deadpool.
When they plugged
so
this, they sort of plugged it as a love story, but also sort of as an alternative. If you didn't want to do the whole romantic movie thing, or you were single, it was the alternative, and it crushed on Valentine's Day.
You know how, Bergman, you know this, how I've always got a song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Always. Like this was it for a while.
Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. She forgot. You know who this is? Marcus, any idea who this is?
Half my fault, because I just like to play the victim.
I hate this song.
Alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you and I. Yeah, that's.
You have zero clue, huh?
I have no idea who this is.
No, Con. It's really big right now.
Okay, so I know the name. I didn't know any of the songs.
So now I've got a new song stuck in my head.
Okay. Oh, really like this song.
This is
Totally with
Hozier.
I like Hozier.
Yeah, this is a really good song. It's big right now, but now you're too all day long. You're too sweet for me. I take my whiskey neat. I take my coffee in the bed at 3.
Yeah,
it's just
I take
everywhere.
my coffee black. I do that. I take my whiskey neat. This song calls to me.
Yes, it does. It calls to me as well.
This speaks directly to me.
Yeah.
And it just runs through my head. What's that, Brian?
I was about to say, I've heard this, my whiskey neat, but I had no idea what it was from for like weeks now.
Oh, really?
I kept just hearing that.
That's
just
where it's from.
Yeah.
Exactly. I saw Hozier in concert when he had the big I Went to Church song.
Oh, yeah, Take Me to Church?
Yeah.
That was a good song, too.
That was a good song. I want to drop this in today. Paul Skeens, who is a rookie pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, who is going to be at the All-Star game, went 7 innings, threw 99 pitches, no hits, 11 strikeouts, pulled from the game.
99 pitches.
99 pitches. Now, do you pull your prized rookie starter after 99 pitches in a 7-inning no-hitter?
No. Let him go. Let him see how far he can go. Look, if he's over 100 pitches and he finally gives up a hit, then by all means, go to the bullpen, make the change. I just think let these guys get the opportunity to do something special. I know he's great. I know the sky is the limit for him, but he may never pass this way again. Give him the chance. Give him the chance to do it.
That's actually a pretty compelling case.
Yeah,
that Marcus just made. Yeah, what do you think?
Because he's right. I'm totally on board with what he says.
Yeah, see, I say protect that arm at all costs.
It's 99 pitches. He only has got to go 2 more innings. Like, you can let him go.
Protect that arm.
Just
that
because
is your future.
Let's say he gets up to 120
That
pitches.
is precious. That arm is precious.
But this is the second time it's happened this year. Like, getting no-hitters is very, very rare for people.
Sure, it is.
So,
but I don't want the rookie pitcher who's been up since only late May to be the guy that pushes past 100 pitches.
He may never. I mean, he's good enough to be able to be.
He'll be back in that spot.
Yeah, he probably will. But at the same time, this is a guy that pitches at 130 miles an hour every single game. He's going to lose his arm.
My counterpoint to you,
by the way, that was an exaggeration.
It's not actually 130.
No, it's not actually 130.
My counterpoint to you, though, Steven Strasburg. And the Nationals went out of the way to protect Steven Strasburg.
Right.
And he broke down anyway. And they ended up winning a World Series, but they never got anything to show for their investment and their protection of Steven Strasburg. Let the kid pitch, man. That's why we came. That's what we came to see.
Yeah, we were talking actually this week about some of the arms that have come along and have flamed out early. People like Kerry Wood and Mark Pryor, Strasburg you mentioned, who I think is still getting paid by the Nationals.
He might be.
Has he finally actually retired? He always goes up and down whether he's retired or not retired.
Yeah, boy, he really went through a rough run, and he's only 33.
Yeah.
And done. I understand being very, very careful with arms, like Paul Skeens. So I'm okay with that. And I do agree with Travis. I think Paul Skeens starting the All-Star game is box office. They've not announced a starter, have they?
No.
No, they haven't, but they should. 100%.
But you want to lure people in. You want to get them in the door to see the All-Star game. Starting Paul Skeens would do that.
If he comes out and he's throwing gas, he's throwing 115 miles an hour each time, and he comes up to the plate. I know that's an exaggeration, too.
Again, an exaggeration.
But it's not that far off.
No sense of speed.
How far off am I really?
You had him at 130. Now you got him at 120.
It was 170. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But either way, like, it's still 103. I'm not that far off.
I mean, I will say this. To have him start, well, I mean, he's pitching for the National League. I'm like trying to think, who would he face? Like, because it was great to see him face Shohei, but that wouldn't happen in an All-Star game because they'd be on the same side. But
right.
Who could he?
Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Juan
right?
Soto.
Yeah, I mean, to have that in the first inning, like that is must see. Like, let's lock in and make sure I'm in front of the television when it happens.
Yeah. All right,
should.
so it's a national day today. I know this is not the afternoon show, but I'm going to do a national day. It's National All-American Pet Photo Day. Pet Photo Day. Now we all do you have a?
I have a fish. Does that count?
No, sure it does. It's a pet.
That counts.
Sure.
I want to see a picture of your fish.
Actually, it's not even my fish. Like
a photo
we
of
got
your
the kid.
fish.
We got the kid. A fish. I do have a picture in here. I'll give me a minute. I'll find it.
Bergman, you've got a good photo of Lola, right?
Yeah, I got a good. It's my lock screen.
Oh, there you go. What
Lola
about you?
and Riley.
What about you, Brian? You have a picture of Copper?
I got some pictures of Copper. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's tweet those out. I'll tweet pictures out of my dog. And if you want to tweet us your dog pics, do that. We will casually select both the cutest dog and the ugliest dog of everybody.
Is it National Pet Photo? Isn't that just every day if you have a pet? Like
pretty much. Pretty much.
So I got a question. Like, Brian.
Yep.
Your photo on the front of your lock screen is what?
Is a dog, 2 dogs prior. So the dog passed away, a couple dogs since, So, but that was my favorite dog. So it's a.
Are you saying this dog is Copper's not your favorite
Well,
dog?
not there yet. It's only been 6 months. The other dog I had for like 13 years. So
I have one dog that's passed away and one dog who's 18 on my lock screen. And I don't know how
So
much
it's
longer
Sophie
she's going to be on.
and-
Sophie and Fredo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Fredo
So
didn't make
when
it.
Sophie, I mean, she's hanging on. She's doing a good job, right?
Yeah, she has.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
doing,
So-
she seems okay today, but she has her
She's on
days.
borrowed time, is
It's
what
like,
you like
it's
to-
like your grandfather, right? Some days he had good days, some days bad. That's basically what Sophie is now.
Right. So when that time comes, are you going to change your lock screen to Veronica and what's the other dog's name?
Ron.
Veronica
Yeah.
and Ron?
Ron and Veronica will be perfect. You know what they're named for, right? Marcus?
No.
Anchorman. Ron Burgundy.
Sure,
Veronica
obviously.
Corningstone.
Yeah,
exactly.
there it is.
Yeah, Ron and Veronica. Yeah, no, I probably will change the lock screen at that point.
Yeah. Is it weird that Brian leaves a dog 3 dogs ago?
Good question.
Well, I've got one.
I'm not saying it
I've
is.
got one dead dog on my phone.
And you have 3 dogs right now.
Right, I have 3 now, so I've got only one. Yeah, no, I think it's okay. It's
all right.
like
I
a
can't change
memory
it.
thing.
I don't know. There's
Right.
there's a part of me that I can't, and it's been my lock screen for like 6 years. So
Yeah,
it's
I wouldn't
like
do- I
it's
wouldn't
hard
do
to
anything.
change.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's your brand now. It's part of you.
Right.
Is your
exactly.
lock screen a fish?
It is
Marcus?
not. It's my kid.
That it might be a fish.
It's my kid.
Is it a
God,
goldfish
it might
or a
be a
beta
fish.
fish?
It's a beta fish.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
beta
a little
fish.
better.
Yeah, it's not just
Pretty.
like it's not like a carnival, 5-cent goldfish that we can
Right,
replace
no,
easily.
this is not a baggie with a fish in it.
No,
This is
no.
actually
an actual
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, the other thing I wanted to get to here is actually, I'll save that for Wheel of Questions. That Sauce Gardner thing. We'll do that for Wheel of Questions coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Hey, you're driving around town. The other day, I was driving around town, and I smiled because I saw a new Jacob billboard. And I don't know if you've seen this. Well, I mean, they're everywhere. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but it has Jacob's picture, and it just says, "The Real Deal." And that's what Jacob is. If you're injured in an accident and you got to have an attorney, you want an attorney who is respected, and that is Jacob. You want an attorney who's been helping Southern California since the Lakers were playing at the Forum in the 90s. That is Jacob. You want an attorney who doesn't just put his name on the advertising. You want one who's in the office every day working to get you the settlement that you deserve, and that's Jacob. And you want an attorney that the insurance companies respect. Trust me, the insurance companies know Jacob. He is the real deal. So if you've been injured in any kind of accident, do not accept that first settlement offer you get from the insurance company. Call Jacob. He is the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident, For injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com and make sure you're following Call Jacob on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. And when you call Jacob, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This Friday.
What we're celebrating is the opening of the first Cosm ever. Greatest trophy in sports. We'll do it! Over a hat trick. Michigan barrels in. In two different ways.
Man, it's blown up the scale. Come on. It's in here, it's defining it. It's like 20 out of 10, and that's maybe 100 out of 10. It's unbelievable. It's been fantastic. I think you saw the faces as they opened up. They saw the experience for the first time. Great room. Thanks to everybody who came out, including good folks at ESPN.
Save up to 40% with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? You've got an oil change coming up. You can go farther and save on full synthetic with our oil change special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of STP full synthetic oil with an STP extended life oil filter for just $29.99. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Are you ready to build your company's dream team? Just like in sports, finding skilled players is essential for success. With Robert Half's winning combination of specialized recruiting professionals and award-winning AI, we'll help you find...
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Shadano and Cappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
The coverage provided in service by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
All right, my wheel today, and all right, this
Good
is an
timing
instant
this time.
question. Yeah, it
Good
was
job.
on at that time. Marcus Grant, by the way, is in for Ireland. So this tweet came across yesterday from Sauce Gardner of the Jets. He says, "I never thought I would say this, but golf is harder than football." The question is golf harder than football, Marcus?
Yes. Maybe not physically. It is not physically as demanding as football because no one's trying to, you don't have to worry about Myles Garrett coming and taking you down while you're on the tee box or anything like that. But golf is incredibly difficult.
Do you golf?
Poorly.
Yeah, I've tried. I picked it up a number of times and dropped it every time.
You said, "I'm going to go."
It. Yeah.
No,
so you think it is harder than football?
It is because I think with golf, there are so many small things that need to go right for your swing to be right, for the ball to go where. Like, I understood why I couldn't hit a baseball. There's somebody throwing it at you and trying to, not maybe at you, but throwing it in your direction and like trying to make you miss it. The golf ball is sitting right there on a tee or on the ground.
Right.
And you can't manipulate it the way you want to, because some little hitch in your swing or some way you don't move your hips or your wrists or whatever, it is an incredibly difficult game.
Yeah. Bergman, what do you think? Golf is harder than football.
It is so freaking hard, that game. No matter what, even the pros that have these, they can shoot a 58 one day or 59 one day and then shoot an 87 the next day.
Right.
No matter what, if you, like Marcus is saying, if your hitch is just slightly off, then you are not going to have a good day. That game is all mental, completely. It's you and the ball, and that's it, and it's almost impossible. The game sucks. I love it, though.
The game sucks.
Yeah.
All right, Brian?
I think to what Marcus said, physically, no, but technically, 100%. I mean, I could throw and catch a football, but I can't hit a golf ball straight to save my life.
See, golf, though, there are fewer head injuries.
Well, it's not physical.
Right? I mean, there's...
Unless Jackass is around.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, exactly. No, I mean, it's hard to put golf and football into the same category because one's a game and one's a sport. Golf is just a game.
It's still a sport.
I don't think. I mean, I don't want to get into that debate, but I've always thought of it as a game or a skill as opposed to a sport.
Yeah, but even Tiger Woods, who was amazing forever,
couldn't play football.
Could not play football.
Bad football.
But also, pick any football
That's
player.
what nobody will say about Tiger Woods. He was a bad football player.
Find some random football player, not going to be as good as Tiger. In
It is
golf.
weird. That athletes do love golf, though. Professional athletes. I mean, NBA guys, golf. Baseball, Major League Baseball pitchers who pitch every 5 days, they golf.
They golf a lot.
Yeah.
I think also because it is competing with yourself, right? More than anything. Like, you're competing against yourself, you're competing against the course. Like, it's one thing to battle against somebody else, but it's also sort of that internal thing. And, guys who love to compete and women who love to compete will always find a way to do that. And golf's a good way to do that.
Yeah. Again, I think football's pretty tough.
I mean, yeah.
You give me a choice of being Tiger Woods or Sauce Gardner, I'll be Tiger Woods.
Sure, but it's not. It's which game is harder to play?
Right.
Do you think it's harder to be a wide receiver?
Harder
in the
to
NFL?
play football.
Why? Because you get hit?
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
But no, but the actual physical things that are happening.
In golf, nobody's trying to stop you from hitting the ball.
I mean,
nobody's running up, getting in your face while you're trying to swing.
Although that would make golf a lot more interesting if that happened.
It would be way harder.
Yeah. Somebody defending you on your shots.
But
All right.
the act of catching the ball or throwing the ball or kicking the ball, we should get rid of kickers. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that either. Topics we don't want to get into today. Is golf a sport? Should we get rid of kickers? Any other topics we want to take off the table? Hey, caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You win a pair of tickets for this Sunday at Cosm, Los Angeles. You'll take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Experience the game like never before at Cosm, Los Angeles. Caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN wins right now from 710 ESPN. Do you watch any Summer League, Marcus?
Occasionally, a little bit.
Did you happen to watch yesterday, the Lakers?
I didn't watch. I was watching Team USA.
Yeah,
I didn't
me
see
too.
The Lakers.
Yeah. Team USA they
were fun.
Very exhibition-y.
Very interested in what happens.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fun. Bronny actually, he scored
3 points.
Scored 3 points.
Yeah.
But if you go deeper into his box score, he actually had a pretty good game. He had 3 assists, 3 shots blocked, 2 steals, and is pretty focused on defense. He is actually a really good defensive player in terms of raw skills. He was second on the team with a +8 rating in his 29 minutes.
I think he's obviously gotten into his head, and it's smart, that the way he's going to make an impact on this team is going to be defensively. He knows he's not going to be one of the top options, nor should he be the top options offensively. But go out there, defend, rebound, block. I mean, the 3 block shots I thought were really great.
Yeah.
Don't turn the ball over. I mean, that is going to be his path forward. But at the same time, it would be nice, at least in one of these Summer League games,
Score
just
a few points.
Assert yourself offensively. Just show that you can do it, right? We know that in the regular season you're not going to be asked to, but just show that you can flex that muscle.
This is a time to do that.
Yeah.
That's the point of Summer League. Go out and take some shots.
Yeah.
Get aggressive
taking
offensively.
3 shots is not, I get it. You want to do other things. Show that you can shoot the basketball. just show you can shoot it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing against dudes that are not going to make the NBA. They're just not. They're a little bit better than what you saw in college and a little bit worse than what's in the NBA. So if you just take one game, shoot 15 times, who cares? Just go out there and shoot. See what you can do.
I'm for that. I want to congratulate Juan Rivera from L.A. He just won a pair of tickets to Cosm Los Angeles for this Saturday to experience the Copa America Finals and third-place match in shared reality. Take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Wrap yourself up in the heart-pounding action of every save, slide, tackle, goal. Experience the game like never before at Cosm Los Angeles. Limited tickets available only at Cosm Los Angeles. All right, so we did that. Hey, Shelley Duvall passed away.
Yeah.
Now, the average person might hear the name and not necessarily know who Shelley Duvall is until we say exactly where she's from. When Jack Nicholson says, "Wendy, light of my life," when he does that, he's chasing Shelley Duvall up the stairs in The Shining.
Yes. When he is, axing through the door,
deranged,
the
right?
woman on the other side holding the knife in sheer terror is Shelley Duvall.
So we were talking about this today, and by the way, if you want to do a deep dive, as Ireland would say, do a deep dive. Shelley Duvall lived a really interesting life and ended up dropping out of show business altogether. I think she was like living out in the sticks in Arizona or something like that. But The Shining goes down. It's not the greatest horror movie of all time, but we were saying this earlier, the greatest psychological thriller of all time.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
I think so. A Stanley Kubrick masterpiece.
Yes. Bergman, do you like The Shining?
Yeah, I love it, and it's because of this music that's playing in the background. This is going throughout the entire film.
Yes.
They have this no matter what. So no matter what is happening, they're just walking. You're still feeling like something's going to happen.
Yeah.
This movie was psychologically terrifying.
Every time I see, we were just staying at the, what was that place called?
The
anyway, in
Hotel?
Berkeley. Really old hotel, famous hotel in Berkeley. And there were pictures of like the 1936 get-together of the whatevers, right? And so there are pictures on the wall. And it's like you think of the end of The Shining where he sees himself in the picture, and I kept looking at it saying, I wonder if somebody inhabited this hotel. I got to think of the name. The Fairmont Club.
Oh, the Fairmont. Okay.
Yeah. Really, really cool hotel. Very old hotel.
Yes.
We actually left.
You left? Why'd you leave?
Because it was haunted.
No.
You'd
Not
go to
because it was haunted. Do I say?
Just say.
It smelled like throw up when we walked in the door.
All right, that's a good reason to leave.
Well, then that's a great reason.
I
went to a grocery store just the other day, and I walked in and it smelled terrible. I turned around and walked out. I'm not going into a grocery store that smells bad.
Yeah. No, a beautiful hotel. Somebody barfed in the hall. That was my review of the hotel.
They were drunk. Who cares?
Any other movies in that psychological thriller mold?
Get Out.
Get Out
is fantastic.
Get Out comes to mind.
Every time I stir when do I stir a cup of tea?
All the time.
Every time I stir a cup of tea, I think of Get Out.
Yeah, that's a good one there. I'm trying to think what else.
American Psycho. American Psycho is awesome.
I remember, side note, I remember being in the 8th grade, and a friend of mine was reading the book American Psycho, which is also sort of a strange book to be reading as an 8th grader.
Who wrote
Bret
that?
Easton Ellis.
Bret Easton Ellis, that's right. Who's now a weird cat.
My friend would read us the passages of the murder sections, which again, when you're in the 8th grade is like the height of titillation. But it's also just a strange book to be reading when you're 13, 14 years old or whatever.
It is. That's when I was reading in the basement of my house. My mom and dad had a bookcase. And there were 2 books I was forbidden to read. I've told this story.
So
do you know the story?
No, I don't know.
Those are the first books you went for, I'm sure.
First books I went for.
Absolutely.
The Exorcist.
Okay.
And Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter is supposed to be.
And The Happy Hooker.
I don't
written
know that
by Xavier Hollander.
Okay.
Yeah. Those
Scary?
were the 3 books. No.
No, it's more of the hooker side.
That was more sex.
Okay.
That's more the hooker part.
There was exorcism, there was serial killer, and there was sex. And I went right for those books right away.
And look where you are now.
Exactly. Look how The Exorcist you could call a psychological
The Exorcist
thriller.
is I remember the first time I saw The Exorcist expecting it to be more violent, than it was.
How old were you?
I might have been about 14, 15 years old, something like that. I think the first time I saw it.
Didn't scare you? Are you Catholic?
I am not.
See, I'm Catholic.
And it hit me different.
Okay.
It's just I can see that.
Because we believed in it.
Yeah, no, I could totally believe
I
that.
don't think I believe in it anymore.
Well, you don't believe in anything. You don't believe in aliens, and you don't believe in ghosts.
I believe in aliens. I don't believe they're coming here. But let's not take me out of context. Don't aggregate my thoughts.
Yeah, I remember seeing, but I do like having seen it again. I'm like, okay, I see where this was going. I think I was expecting it to be more of a slasher film, and it wasn't.
Yeah. No, the scene that scares me the most is when after she goes down to the dinner party, and she makes a mess of herself, to put it nicely. She walks up the stairs backwards
yes,
on her hand.
Right. Sort of backward crab walks.
And she walks right up the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
God,
kinda
it's
creepy.
creepy.
That was creepy.
Oh, it's creepy.
I mean, we can
Not
go back,
scary
right?
at all.
But like, Psycho was the word psycho in psychological. It's right there.
Good point.
It's right there.
Fair point.
Is the Silence of the Lambs, is that a psychological?
I would call
sure.
that. I would call that. Yeah.
And
Buffalo
isn't
Bill.
it like Hannibal
When the
Lecter's
legend in the mask in.
like Anthony Hopkins is only on screen for like 6 minutes or something like that.
No, not 6. I think it's like 21 or something.
Is it?
Still
But it's
not a lot.
It's a shockingly small amount of time for him to be such a major part of the
Anyone
film.
Best Actor.
Anyone Best Actor.
What about Seven?
Oh,
yeah.
7 is fantastic.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? That's a psychological thriller, right?
Oh, for sure.
Horror movie?
That's 100% a psychological
Yeah,
thriller.
that one's creepy.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
The surprise. By the way, the part of that made it interesting was that Kevin Spacey was unbilled, so you didn't know who the killer was, and you started to recognize his voice at one point. I'm like, oh my God, that's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Was the killer in that? Yeah, he was unbilled.
He did not get a billing in that one.
Surprise guest star.
That's kind of cool.
Would we throw The Sixth Sense into this?
Yeah, although I got to be honest, I knew the conceit from the very beginning.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, I wanted to stand up, turn around to the audience, and say he's already dead.
I mean, that's M. Night Shyamalan movies all together, right?
Well, they all have a twist, but that was the one because the audience in general wasn't in on the conceit yet. So like that's the one that blew everybody away. And then afterwards, you started watching his movies, and you're like, okay, well, what's the plot twist?
Yeah,
like you started to guess.
I really like the one where it was the wind. The wind was the killer.
Oh, the wind was the killer. How about the one, The Village? You ever see that one?
The
Village. I wanted to stand up, turn to the ground, and say, "It's present day."
I remember I watched The Village, and 10 minutes into the movie, I thought the twist is going to be blank, and I'm like, that's too stupid. It definitely couldn't be that. And it turned out to be that.
Present day. Present day.
Signs was so good. It was such a great movie until
then
you found out it was about
glass
water.
of water.
It was a glass of water.
That
Killed the aliens.
It was so dumb.
So stupid.
I mean, look, is that
what
any
we're
worse,
doing?
though, than the aliens in Independence Day getting killed because they had a bad antivirus software?
No, because that's what happened in War of the Worlds, right? War of the Worlds, the aliens died of a cold.
Yeah,
because they didn't have
an immune system.
Yeah. All right,
welcome to Earth.
Anyway, that concludes that segment.
Thanks, Wilson.
Interesting. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some sports graffiti. That means we open the phones, and you get like 15, 20 seconds of airtime. Sometimes we let it go a little longer. Like if that one guy tells a weird story every day. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. I'll just say, Marcus, you're on Sports Graffiti, go. And that's how it works. Then you start talking. Don't ask us how we're doing. You are allowed to say, I love your show, because I never get tired of hearing that. 877-710-ESPN. Mason and Ireland, 710-ESPN.
This Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex.
All right, first day spring training for Michael Funches. Team Sliwa is taking down Team Mason. In Ireland, you're gonna lose $100,000 mythical money. Because look at this machine. He's ready. They ain't ready for you, Funch. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you, Funch. That's right, Funch. All right, we figured out where Funch can go. He can catch. I'm gonna put you at second base. Go play second base right now. It's over here. There. Oh, no.
Réservation pour ma famille. Visitez votre goûter de la une Juliette. Nous les gérons à proximité. Autorisez-vous les inventer dans l'établissement? Merci, Jorge.
Love that.
Oh my gosh.
Sedano and Cap, every weekday after Mason in Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
It is Mason in Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason in Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason in Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, going to do some sports graffiti here real quick. Tomorrow, West Covina Sportsplex. We will be on the air live starting at noon, right?
That's right.
Noon, all-day broadcast. And then, of course, the big Team Mace versus Team Slee softball game starts at 6 o'clock. It's the West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina. Bring your coolers, your lawn chairs, all that stuff for All-Star Friday night. It's made possible by our friends at Culture Pop Soda. Soda you can feel good about. All right, so here we go. You've not done sports graffiti before, Marcus?
I've done it once with Ireland.
It's an adventure.
Yes.
It really is. 877-710-ESPN. Let's start out with Rob. Rob, you're on sports graffiti. Go, Rob.
Want to talk some quick Lakers. We've obviously struck out on some free agencies. All of the trades that we thought to give us the mid-level exemption has not been made. It seems like they're after Wendell Carter Jr., which I have no confidence in. Rob, do you think he could do anything to be on the hot seat, or is his job just basically pretty much safe?
That's a very good question. Here's the thing. I don't think – well, first of all, it's not over yet. Like there were those reports yesterday that maybe Gary Trent Jr. signs the mid-level. He's a good shooter, 39% from actually 43% on catching three shoots, catching three shots. Yeah, what I was saying. Now, as for Rob, I think he's at the moment completely safe.
I think he's very safe.
Yeah, I mean, he and Jeannie are really tight, and to some degree, Rich Paul and Clutch are. They have their clutches on the Lakers, and they are part of a lot of these decisions. So there's really no. I've brought this up with Ireland. There's really no accountability. You can't blame anybody because it's not clear who's running it.
Is the coaching hire, though, maybe the make or break? Like if this goes terribly, is that the end? I think that's a fair question to ask.
Although, did they hire him because he's LeBron's podcast partner and that's what LeBron wanted?
LeBron's not beating the I'm running the team.
I know he's not.
He's not beating those allegations.
He's not beating it. Right,
he's not.
He says I'm hands off.
Right, but they hire his podcast partner. They draft his son in the second round. Like, he's not beating those allegations.
Yeah, I completely agree. Let's go to Jesus. Jesus, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Jesus.
Hey, Mace.
Hey.
3 things real quick.
Yep.
Number 1, I'm happy to have the opportunity to talk to you. That's number 1.
Cool.
Number 2, I want to throw a shout out to Santa Fe High School, the men's water polo. I don't know why you guys can't be in West Covina today, because that's where we're going to be at to promote boys water polo.
Okay.
but I also have a little bone to pick with you, Mace.
Okay.
Everyone heeds the Lakers for the decisions that they make.
Right.
But why can't we pick at ESPN? Why don't we try to trade John Ireland, maybe?
John Ireland will not be traded. He is not on the trading block. In fact, one said to me just last night, it's not Mason and Ireland without Mason and Ireland.
That was an Ireland story because you say that one a lot.
I do. That's an expression. That's not really a story.
It's also
the same story.
And by the way, we did have the conversation last night also.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's never going to be Mason Ireland without Ireland.
No, it's
After 20 years, you can't.
No. After 30. 20 here. Yeah.
20 here, yeah.
Let's go to Manuel. Manuel, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Manuel.
We're not trading anyone, and we're not signing anyone because the LeBron James Lakers is a communist team.
Okay. So I don't know how the word communist fits into any of that. Clearly a very loose definition of communism. I think that it's fair to say that LeBron and Rich Paul are definitely a huge part of the decision-making, and it's like Marcus laid out a minute ago. Podcast partner, son, things that we expected. Clearly, LeBron's influence is important there.
It is. They also, there is a lack of resources in some ways. You have a lot of money tied up in a couple of guys already. Yep. If you talk about making trades, you don't have a lot of assets that are going to bring you back a lot in return. They're sort of stuck in purgatory.
Well, they've got to actually move somebody or move some money even to use their mid-level exception.
Yeah.
So as of right now, they don't have one. They'd have to move somebody in order to have the room to make a move like that. So
yeah, it's all over the place for them right now.
Yeah, it really is. I think
this is the team we're going to have.
The big improvement on this team is going to be J.J. Redick. I am a huge J.J. Redick believer.
I think we all are. It just depends on what he does. Is it going to come into play midway through the season? How's it going to be through the beginning of the season? There's a lot of ifs for him right now.
Sure,
you don't usually be some amazing coach your first month of the season.
Well, yeah. Although you also don't necessarily go in as a lot of whoever takes that Detroit job. I forget who took it, Kenny Atkinson or whatever. There.
Or is he? No, he's in Cleveland.
Cleveland. I forget who took the Detroit job. One of those guys. But if you got a terrible roster, you're not expected to win right away. He's got the luxury of having LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So to me, that carries over whatever learning period.
JB Bickerstaff.
Bickerstaff. There you go. I knew it was one of those guys. And Kenny Atkinson's in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, yeah.
Let's go to John. John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, John.
I was going to call and talk about how incompetent Rob Pelinka is and that he's the one that put us in this position to have three players that opted back in that nobody wanted, and Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish, and D'Angelo Russell. But I think what I'm going to do is be positive today.
Okay, good. I like that.
And my positivity is based on Bronny James. Guys, do not sleep on this kid. This kid is athletic. He's got a 40-inch vertical leap. He's got explosiveness. He's great on defense. If he just works on his ball handling and shooting a corner three, I'm telling you, this guy's going to surprise you. This guy can get after it. He can play some defense, and you watch. His incident at USC because of a cardiac arrest, he didn't even have a whole season. So this guy didn't even play one season of college basketball.
Right.
Watch out for Bronny.
Okay, watch out for Bronny.
Question, though.
Yeah.
Are the Lakers the right place to develop him? Do they have the time and space to develop Bronny James?
Well, I got to believe there's going to be special focus on Bronny James because of who his dad is.
Focus.
I would imagine the coaching staff is going to be very, very wrapped up in developing Bronny James because dad is the most important player in the franchise.
Yeah, we talk about this with the Dodgers, right? There's no room for a guy like Gavin Lux to get runway. Do the Lakers have space to get him the minutes to grow.
Okay, so we've had this conversation. I personally think Bronny's minutes are going to look a lot like Jalen Hood-Schifino's minutes. Jalen Hood-Schifino, over 30-plus games, averaged about 5 minutes per game. Bergman, you think he's going to play a lot more than that?
So I do, because of who he is. And the fact, to that caller, though, you're saying that, look, watch out for him. It's the 55th pick. Are we really watching out for the 55th pick? And by the way, Jalen Hood-Schifino played 21 games and it was 5.2 minutes. He's going to play in way more games than that, and he's going to play way more minutes than that when all is said and done. His averages will be up much higher.
How many minutes a game how many games do you think he'll play in?
So I think he'll play in at least 50 games.
Okay.
And he'll probably play about 8 to 10 minutes, which is not massively
No,
different.
that's not
that's not massively
Those
different.
are like Max Christie minutes.
Right, but then are you taking away, is it all these Bronny minutes to the detriment of Jalen Hood-Schifino and Max Christie?
I don't think Jalen Hood-Schifino's ever going to be a factor.
We don't
for this
know
team.
what
but
we don't know what he is yet. I mean, he played 21 games, 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've talked to enough
year.
people to know that they're not super high on Jalen Hood-Schifino.
So then they screwed that pick up.
Yes, they did, because they passed on Brandon Pajemski. They passed on Jaime Jaquez.
So if that's the case, then what about for Dalton Connect? Is it going to be at the detriment to Dalton Connect, who actually is a good player, put up 20 points in the
I think his minutes are pretty locked in.
Yeah.
Are they?
I think Dalton Connect is an immediate rotation player.
Yeah,
I hope
100%.
so.
Yeah,
I hope
100%.
so. But at the detriment to who? That means that other people are not going to play. So, I mean, that's like Cam Reddish. You're going to lose minutes there.
Oh,
which
my God.
I'm fine with.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that. All right, coming up next for you. Thank you very much for Sports Graffiti. That was great. A professional athlete has made critical comments about his father, and this one hits close to home. We'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, you know I love me some poker, and the very best poker room in Southern California, and by the way, the largest poker room in the world, is at Commerce Casino. I'm going out there Sunday morning. I'm hoping to get some cards. I don't know which game I'm going to play. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I get crushed no limit. I might go limit game on Sunday. But every single game you want is there. And this year, by the way, Commerce Casino is going to pay out over $20 million in jackpots. Great food at Commerce, professional and friendly staff, beautiful hotel rooms, tournaments every single day. I love Commerce Casino. They're located at 6131 Telegraph Road in Commerce. And for more information and a calendar of events, you can visit commercecasino.com. That's commercecasino.com. And I will see you at the Commerce. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, first day spring training for Michael Funches. Team Sliwa is taking down Team Mason. In Ireland, you're gonna lose $100,000 mythical money. Because look at this machine. He's ready. They ain't ready for you, Funch. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you, Funch. That's right, Funch. All right, we figured out where Funch can go. He can catch. I'm gonna put you at second base. Go play second base right now. It's over here. It's there. Oh no.
In your slab, you don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Small business owners, we know finishing your to-do list can feel like rowing upstream. But it's a river, a whitewater river, and the only paddles you have are pool noodles. Then when a new to-do pops up, you're like, nope, I'm already rowing upstream with these pool noodle paddles. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy to get personalized discounts with a commercial auto insurance quote online. So your to-do list is smooth sailing. See if you can save on commercial auto insurance in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverages and discounts not available in all states and subject to policy terms and underwriting.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be
One
like
of the first 45s I ever bought was Cats in the Cradle, Harry Chapin.
It's a great
How
song.
did you pick that song?
Well, you tease like some, dad coming up, so story. So
It's
I
not
was
the
like,
most uplifting.
It's good.
tune.
It's not uplifting.
Very sad song. Very, very sad
Right.
song.
At the end, you could have been a. I knew his brother, Tom. Harry Chapin.
Tom Chapin Carpenter.
Yeah. No, he. Harry Chapin drove off the road and died in a car accident many years ago in New York. And his brother, Tom Chapin, they have a foundation, and so I got to know him a little bit, and I participated in a fundraiser for their charity. But great guy. And Harry Chapin, if you go back and listen to all his music, stuff like Mr. Tanner and all these songs are great story songs. You know them all, right, Bergman?
No, I know this song, and that's about it. I thought he was a one-hit wonder.
No.
I'm not even kidding.
Many songs.
So Mr. Tanner.
Mr. Tanner,
Okay.
yes, is a classic, an absolute classic. It's about a tailor, but everyone is a story.
It's a story?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like American Pie, where it's this weird, drawn-out story that doesn't make any
It
sense?
is a drawn-out story, yes.
American Pie was about, the day the music died. It was about, the plane crash that killed, like Richie Valens and the Big Bopper and Buddy Holly.
Is that what it's actually about?
Yeah, that's what it was about, the day the music
but
died.
The words are all kind of like all over the place, though. Am I the only one that think this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a really long
it's
song.
basically
The world
about,
disagrees with you.
Okay, that's fine.
What happened and where he was in the emotional state after
I didn't.
all
I
these
never
artists
knew that.
died.
I know every word to that song, but
You've
I never
never
knew that.
driven your Chevy to the levee?
And the levee,
Till the levee was dry?
And when it was dry? Yeah, never. Hey, I want to mention real quick here, it is ESPY's Day at ESPN, and in honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/Stuart. 100% of your donations go to cancer research. The ESPYs are tonight, right?
Yes.
They are.
Do we know who's hosting?
Serena Williams.
Oh, Serena.
Yes.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And is the fake Prince still going to get an award?
The fake Prince?
Yeah.
Will Smith?
No.
Ronnie James?
Prince Harry, yeah.
Harry.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess he is still getting an award.
The artist formerly known as Prince Harry?
Yeah.
No, why is he getting an award?
An award for starting
the soccer.
It's for starting the Invictus Games, which is a kind of an Olympic situation for people with disabilities that they have in Great Britain.
Oh, that's cool.
And he also served 4 years in the military, the British military, and flew helicopters.
But he wasn't. He was nowhere near combat, right? They weren't putting him. I can't imagine they were putting him out in danger.
Let's send the Prince. No,
Yeah, no,
probably
he
not.
got in the
Actual
helicopter,
danger.
went up 10 feet in the
Playing
air,
Ride of the Valkyries.
came down. Didn't he want to be left alone?
That's what I want to say.
Oh.
These people left being royalty because they wanted their privacy. So what do? They show up at Laker games. They're going to the ESPYs. They're collecting awards. I mean, what? Why did they resign their prince and princess titles?
That's a good question.
Didn't they do an interview where they said we just want to be left alone?
Please leave us alone.
Please leave us
It's too
alone.
much.
We can't.
The attention's too much.
Right. South Park did an episode about them wanting to be left alone and putting themselves in the media
I mean,
saying
that's great.
"Leave me alone."
Yeah, that's great. How's that different than the Kardashians, though? Right?
They're not saying "Leave me alone."
No,
They're saying,
they're
"Look at
saying,
me,
come-
look at me,
But
look at
they
me."
kinda-
Follow me around.
They kind of get a little bit rubbed the wrong way, like when the paparazzi show up and when they don't want, then it's like, and it's like, well,
But
you
about
gotta
half
put
the
yourself
time
out
they show
there.
up somewhere and they have already alerted the paparazzi that they're going to
We're
be
gonna
there
be here.
because they want the paparazzi to be
So
there.
that they can say, "Oh no, not right now. Leave me alone right now. We're
I mean,
very humble."
That's kind of their whole business model.
That is their
though.
business model. All right, so I mentioned professional athlete critical of his father. It's kind of heavy. So
Play Cats in the Cradle in the background.
Klay Thompson. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that his dad wanted him to play for the Lakers. Listen to what Klay Thompson says about that now.
Yeah, my dad was disappointed. I really haven't talked to him much about it, but at the end of the day, he was happy for me. I mean, he was a little selfish in his business interest because he wanted me to be at home with the family. I was like, Dad, I've been in California my whole life. I got to experience something new. So he understood, and he's actually really excited for me, and he thinks we have a great shot to do something special here, not just this year, but for many years. So he was all on board once the dust settled, and he realized that it was really a match made in heaven.
So he says his dad was being selfish.
Yeah.
By the way, I picked one line out of that whole thing and twisted it into Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle, and father-son discord and all that stuff. One little throwaway line in there.
That's why you're you.
That's why you're so great, man.
But that and also he lied. He has not been in California his whole life.
He was in Washington State.
Yeah, he went to Washington State.
Oh,
he
that's
was
true.
there, I think, 4 years too.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a senior
I
when
think
he
he
left?
was, yeah.
Yeah, so he was in Washington State
Although,
for 4 years.
If you're in Pullman, you're not experiencing anything. Nothing
Fair.
good. Nothing
Fair.
good. By the way, tomorrow, West Covina, right now, weather forecast says 91 degrees tomorrow.
Not terrible.
For a high.
Not terrible.
Not as bad as it could have been. Like yesterday, I'm driving home and I'm listening to KNX, and they said that the weather, like last night at 6 o'clock, it was 107 in Whittier.
Oh, that is
I'm like,
unpleasant.
oh my God. That's crazy, this heat dome or whatever the hell's
2
going
years
on.
ago, it was around 100 degrees out there. And remember, you put me in the
dunk tank.
The dunk tank for an hour.
Which
that
you
actually
probably
seems like a good
appreciated.
spot to be in.
Yeah, it was a great spot. But when you're going constantly up and down, it got a little bit much. But it was hot, man. It was easily 100 degrees out that day.
So be out there tomorrow. Yes. Bring water, although we got stuff too. Bring water, bring coolers. Feel free to get loaded. You can bring the family out there. By the way, think about that. I just said get loaded, and
then bring the family. Bring the family out there.
I should have done that in a different order.
Separate that a little bit.
But definitely, it is a party tomorrow. We'll be on the air starting at noon. We'll go until
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I love he's trying to get himself out an hour. I mean, he's got to fill out a lineup card. You know.
I know he
Give
does.
a pep talk, the whole thing.
You don't need to be there till 6 o'clock though. Like there's every host is going to be there besides Sedano and Ireland.
Yes.
So that everybody's going to be going in and out. You can do some of the things that you want to do. Cappy can do some of the things he wants to do.
Right.
Marcus, DeMarco, doesn't matter. Beto will come by. There's plenty of things to be talked about.
Oh yeah, there'll be plenty of stuff. And then tomorrow night is the game. By the way, has somebody figured out what happens if Mason and Ireland Mafia and Circle of Trust people show up at 4 o'clock to play a game? Because I get a sense that might happen.
It is going to happen, and they are going to play.
Is this going to be like the Rumble and Anchorman? Is it going to be okay?
Yes. Rick killed the guy.
Rick, where did you get a trident?
I mean, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's going to happen. The COT versus the COT versus the Mafia / All-Stars for Travis and Sliwa are going to be playing at 4 o'clock, and they'll go for a few innings.
Who's going to organize that?
They have to do it all
Oh, my
themselves.
God.
So, like the general, Crypto Ray is going to put that whole team together.
Yeah.
I think the vice president of the Handsome Man community is actually the one doing all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then I think Abdul, Radio Michael fan, is
Radio
putting
Michael
it together
fan's perfect.
for the Mafia.
Okay,
So,
he's the captain
I'm
of
not
that team.
positive about that, but so that's going to happen. I'm actually excited to watch that one.
I am too.
I hope everyone strikes out. I hope like Dead Meow strikes out every single time.
Is Joel B
I will
going to be
heckle the
there?
hell out
What
of him.
about
Yes,
Joel B?
He's going to be there heckling me during our
You
game.
can't stand Joel B.
No, I love Joel B. The other ones, I can do without him.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're on the chat right now being like, oh, my God, they hate me. It's all right.
Coming up next for you, Yankees announcer Michael Kay and voice of the Lakers John Ireland have something in common. But Kay is getting some heat for it. That's coming up next. Mason Ireland, Marcus Grant in for John, 710 ESPN.
Time for All-Star Friday night. Don't miss your chance to press the flesh with all your favorite 710 personalities, and yes, see them play softball for some reason. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina, right on top of the hill, the Field of Dreams. Festivities begin at 12 noon, fun for the kids, food, drinks, and of course, softball action beginning at 6 p.m. All-Star Friday night, made possible by our friends at Children's Dental Fun Zone. At Children's Dental Fun Zone, we treat your kids like our own.
Next Gen is the official AC Heat and Plumbing Company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Next Gen is the absolute best in the biz with thousands of 5-star reviews and happy customers. Right now, get an $88 drain cleaning and they'll add in a free plumbing camera inspection. So, if you're sick of dealing with a slow drain, call 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN and say goodbye to your AC heating and plumbing problems.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN. Most people don't think about a lawyer till the cuffs go on, but you're smarter than that. I'm attorney Darren Kavanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUFFS. People in Southern Cal know to put 1-800-NO-CUFFS on speed dial now, because no one looks good in handcuffs unless you're into that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Introducing Pizza Hut's new tavern-style pizza. Go thinner, go crispier, go bolder, and get the new tavern-style pizza only from Pizza Hut. Get a medium, 1-topping tavern for just $12. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com.
Sponsored by IBM. IBM and the All England Lawn Tennis Club announced a new feature for the Wimbledon digital experience that will utilize match data with generative AI from IBM's AI and data platform Watson X to keep fans updated on gentlemen and lady singles players as they move through the championships. The new feature, named Catch Me Up, displays cards with AI-generated player insights and analysis, making it easier for fans to stay up to date on players across all matches. Pre-match content will include analysis of recent performance and likelihood to win predictions, while post-match will include key statistics and highlights. The feature will also create longer-form daily and weekly summaries of play. Catch Me Up aims to help Wimbledon scale its content to both new and existing tennis fans globally. The Championships Wimbledon will run from July 1st to July 14th, 2024. Visit Wimbledon.com or download the Wimbledon app on your mobile device. Available on the App Store and Google Play Store.
I can't do this don't give up thing all by myself. This whole fight, this journey thing is not a solo venture. This is something that requires support.
This is ESPY Day at ESPN. In honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes to cancer research.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Take my whiskey knee. So the song that's stuck in my head, you choose to play.
That's
Gotta keep it there.
That's the name of the game.
You're too sweet for me.
It's an earworm.
It is an earworm, for
I
sure.
sing this one all the time, too.
So somebody questioned me on Twitter saying I'm not in the best shape of my life. I really am in the best shape of my life.
How can someone tell you you're not in the best shape of your life?
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
He's known you your whole life.
Who?
I don't know. That guy.
That
who
guy
runs
on
it?
Twitter? Yeah, has no idea.
Of course.
Has no idea. You used to work out where I worked out, right?
I did.
Where
I used to
worked
once
out.
upon a time, yeah.
It's called A Tighter You. It's in
Yes.
Culver City. And Steve Zim, trainer to the Stars, and me, has been working. I'm in my 4th month of training now.
I was great. I mean, I went there because it was convenient to where I lived and worked at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, the NFL Network was there.
Used to be right there. But it was always cool because you would see, like, you'd see celebrities and stuff show up there. Allegedly, I have no proof of this, but a friend of mine said he saw Christian Bale, like, on the bench press.
Christian Bale, he trained there. He trained, and so did Michael Keaton.
Okay. Which is pretty motivating to see Batman, like, throwing up sets on the bench press,
He trained 2 of the 6 Batman. That's not bad.
That's pretty good hit
That's
ratio.
not bad.
Yeah.
All right, so, John, the word homer is an interesting word. I get accused of being a homer sometimes, and I certainly am. I accept that and wear that proudly. I'm a fan. Now, if you do what John Ireland does, voice of the Lakers, you do what Michael Kay, who's on our station in New York, he does the Yankee games. They have to shade things a certain way. It's very hard to be critical, and a lot of times something will be said on the show, and Ireland will say, that was Mason. That was a clear way to let everybody in El Segundo know he had nothing to do with it. That goes down all the time here.
Too much.
So Michael Kay took a couple of calls about him being a Yankees homer and being unwilling to criticize the team that he works for. Here are those calls.
Big Michael Kay will never criticize the Yankees. Probably hang up on me, but never.
You want me? You know what, jerk off? You want me to hang up on you, don't you? I am not going to hang up on you. I'm going to let you spill your nonsense. All I do is sit here and criticize the Yankees every day. Are you hard of hearing? Are you hard of hearing, Mike?
What'd you say about Boone? What did you say about Boone?
I tell you, he is managing and no.
Boone doesn't do anything.
Are you a Met fan or a Yankee fan?
He doesn't.
You're a Met fan or a Yankee fan? What are you?
Yankee fan.
You're a Yankee fan. I have said that Boone acts in concert with the front office. I'm giving you reasons what's going on. I have said over and over they have a chance of falling out of the postseason. What do you want me to do? I don't understand what you want me to do, Mike. Go find it somewhere else.
Boone is a puppet.
Go find it somewhere else, Mike. Tell me who's saying stuff like this.
Hey, you'll hang up, Michael. You'll hang up, Michael.
Again, you want me to hang up on you, you clown. You want me to hang up on you. I am going to let you bury yourself. I'm not going to hang up on you. You deserve to be exposed as a moron. Go. Continue to go. You've got the radio. Go, Mike. Go. So who are they going to hire? Al Steinbrenner loves Brian Cashman, but you're not a baseball guy, but you're telling me that I don't rip them. You know what? Now you get hung up on because you're a moron. You're a moron. Bye, Mike. Bye, Mike. Clown, jerk, moron.
Well, no, that's not a good ending. You stayed above the fray for so long.
Peter Rosenberg.
Because, Peter, do you realize, I mean, you're a smart guy. Do you realize how much I shouldn't say jeopardize myself, but I put myself in the crosshairs. I criticize this team to an extent that no broadcaster ever does. And I'm in the unenviable position, or enviable, of having a talk show where I have to be honest, and I'm also the voice of the team. Don't tell me that I don't criticize the team. This guy is clueless. I gave him 6 minutes on New York Afternoon Drive, and he's going to say, well, Michael hung up on me. Get a life, you jerk.
All right, so
how many clowns? How many jerks? How many morons?
Jerk. He had them all in there, didn't he? Now, I don't know Michael Kay's show. He could very well be providing critical analysis of the Yankees. I can tell you that you won't get that from John.
See, this is my whole thing. If John Ireland says all the time, I want more calls, I want to interact with the callers, and I want all these things, which, fine. If you're going to do what Michael Kay just did,
right,
and be honest at the same time, you can have as many calls as you want. If I get that once a week, I will answer every single phone call.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there's no reason why Ireland can't defend himself on this stuff, right?
But it was defending himself as a not against the team, like saying that he criticizes the team. John is strictly saying, I will not criticize the team.
But here's the difference. Okay, here's the difference. We work together. I can say any friggin' thing I want.
Right.
That balances off the fact that he can't be critical of the Lakers at all. At least we've got a common,
Yeah, as long as you have somebody who's
as
able
long
to,
as you got somebody
push back.
He does, though.
Someone's able to push back. I think you're fine.
He pushes back, but he's very he's an employee.
Yeah, no, like it's nothing. I understand it. We all understand it here. But at the same time, Michael Kay, who is the voice of the Yankees,
yes,
on TV. Or is it TV or radio?
TV, yes, network.
TV. Network, that's what I thought. Yeah, he is criticizing the team, supposedly.
Allegedly.
I
would imagine he's not calling for Hal Steinbrenner to sell the team.
No. He's saying Brian Cashman needs to be fired.
Yeah.
No, that's
also,
he's not saying that either.
Also, that very much had a New York feel to it. That whole interaction had a very New York feel to it.
That's totally fair. And you know what? Here's the fact, Bergman. We just don't do it that way.
No, we don't. Look,
that's not our style. We all have different styles. That's not our style.
So my point in that is, yes, you're right. That's not your style, and it shouldn't be, because that's not what it is here. Then John shouldn't be asking for more calls. You see, he says, this is why I want calls, and he doesn't do that.
Has he done this lately? Because right now,
it's guests
sports
right now.
Sports Graffiti
is giving him what he needs?
Yeah. I think that's filling his jonesing for calls.
It's his fix.
Yeah, that's his fix.
And Michael Kay has Don LaGreca that is very, very passionate.
Right. So there's a balance on these shows.
Yeah.
But if you want to call and ream anybody, please do it. I don't care. Makes no difference to me. Let's do this British soccer story, huh? I like this.
Okay.
So the Killers, the band from
Las
Vegas, which
Las
I
Vegas.
absolutely
Yes.
love. Seen in concert, they're terrific. Their single, Mr. Brightside, which came out in 2004 and was a really, really big hit.
I was falling asleep. She was calling a cab. Yeah, that
exactly.
whole thing. Yeah.
So it's the third biggest song ever in terms of sales and streams in the UK. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Third biggest song ever. In fact, it has charted longer than any record in history. It has been on the UK singles chart for 416 weeks. So this is a gigantic hit in Britain. And the British soccer fans, Team England, sort of adopted this as one of the way Michigan did. University of Michigan did this during football season. And the Killers were putting on a concert at the O2 in Britain. And they were doing a concert, and England was playing the Netherlands. And for the last 10 minutes of the game, the Killers put the game on the big screen for the people that came to the Killers concert, and they showed the ending of the game, and England won it 2-1. So then they shot confetti off, and people at the stadium began singing. And I love when they do this. This is did they play at Wembley?
No, O2.
O2. They played at O2.
No, I know they did, but where was the game?
Oh, the game was because they're in Germany.
Oh, they're in Germany.
The
Okay.
Euros are in Germany.
So after the game, here's the fans singing.
That looks like giving them a place in a European Championship final.
Such a great song.
That's when you're a rock star. You got
What's
that
that?
many people singing your song.
It's really cool. It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Have you seen the Killers?
Never live. No.
They put on a really good show. Have you seen them, Bergman?
I always wanted to see them. I heard that they are just fantastic.
Yeah, they're really good. I saw them at, I think it was Bank of California back then, or BMO, whatever it was. I saw them at BMO Stadium. I think it was then Bank of California. Great friggin' show. By the way, if you ever get a chance to see a show at BMO, I saw the Killers there. I saw the Foo Fighters there. I saw Mumford & Sons there.
Those are three great
Those are
concerts.
really great bands. Yeah.
Really, really great concerts and a great venue for a concert.
Did you know SoFi had the Rolling Stones last night?
Oh, did they? Was it sold
Last
out?
night?
Sold out
last
Rolling
night.
Stones?
Ron Mitchell said he was at the Rolling Stones last night at SoFi.
Couldn't pay me to go to that.
Really?
Yeah, couldn't
The
pay
Rolling
me.
Stones or
great.
SoFi?
No, SoFi I love. I go there for every game. But the Rolling Stones, I got no.
Really?
It's just not my. Ireland always brings this up. My music history started. This is sad, I guess, kind of in the 80s.
Okay.
Because in the 70s, I was listening to talk radio. I was a weird kid. I was listening to AM talk radio the whole time I was growing up. So I missed the classic rock era. I missed some of Motown, a lot of that stuff. Everything started in the 80s when I became a disc jockey and I had to play these songs.
See, I would see the Stones. Obviously,
I did see them once.
I was born after their heyday. I would go see them just to say I saw them. Like I saw The Who once.
Yeah.
Just to say I saw, and obviously it's, they're older and it's not the same as it would have been, but I just, to say I saw The Who, live. It was cool. It was a good time.
Yeah. I did go see him. I saw him with Ireland and with Michael Thompson, and my favorite Stone song, the one I really like, is Sympathy for the Devil. And they saved that for the encore. And so I left right after the last song in the show before the encore. I was like, I can't wait anymore. I can't watch these old men wobbling around the stage anymore.
Imagine them now. How many years ago was that?
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Right.
They're like propping Keith Richards up.
Right.
Oh. Wow.
I think Pepe was there last night, too. I thought I saw him
bet
on Twitter.
Pepe was there. That is his thing. Pepe is the man about town. Pepe hits all the concerts, all the shows.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's out there living it.
Little known fact, Pepe actually brought the Rolling Stones over from England.
Oh, did he really? Wow. I didn't realize that.
He was 75 at that time.
Yes, I believe it.
Right.
Yeah,
how old was Mick Jagger then?
Pepe, we don't know how old he is.
Let's do some What's Up, Fool. How about that? So, Bergman, you got stuff?
I got a thing.
Brian's got stuff?
I got some stuff.
Marcus is here for John. We'll do some What's Up, Fool coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Travis and Sliwa.
All the way live from LA Live. Coming up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Look, I look at myself every day in the mirror, right? When I brush my teeth, when I comb my hair, when I shave or whatever it is. I see...
When you do your affirmations.
When I do my daily affirmations, of course.
Yep.
No doubt about it. What the hell happened to me? I've turned into an old man in the span of a day. Like, I aged 10 years because I looked at an old picture. Like, there's pictures around the house that I see of myself that are from a long time ago.
You could correct this in 30 minutes. You get some contacts on, you throw on a hat, and you shave.
I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to buy a bunch of hair dye. I'm going to get my teeth capped.
100%.
I'm going to...
You'll do what Donald Sterling did in the episode 2 of
Start wearing, who's the, what's the brand? Like Ed Hardy? What was the bedazzled
there you
stuff?
go.
Yeah, start getting those on.
It's the Mid-Morning Spectacular.
Don't miss Trav and Slee, live from LA Live.
710 ESPN.
What we're celebrating is the opening of the first Cosm ever. One, three. Greatest trophy in sports. We'll do it. Over a hat trick. Michigan barrels in. Woohoo! In two different ways.
Man, it's blown up the scale. Come on. It's in here, it's defining it. It's like 20 out of 10, and that's maybe maybe 100 out of 10. It's unbelievable. It's been fantastic. I think you saw the faces as they opened up. They saw the experience for the first time. Great room. Thanks to everybody who came out, including good folks at ESPN.
All right, first day, spring training for Michael Funches. Team Sliwa is taking down Team Mason. In Ireland, you're going to lose $100,000 mythical money. Because look at this machine. He's ready. They ain't ready for you, Funch. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you, Funch. That's right, Funch. All right, we figured out where Funch can go. He can catch. I'm gonna put you at second base. Go play second base right now. It's over here. It's here. There. But it's here. Oh no.
Glenn, you know what we do each weekday at 2:45. What's up, fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's Mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so Kenley Jansen, who is the closer for the Boston Red Sox currently, remember that, currently closer for the Boston Red Sox, was on foul territory with what looks like A.J. Pierzynski, and this is what he had to say about ending his career.
Okay.
I want to see myself retiring in Dodger blue, but is it a reality? No. I don't have control over that. Also, I don't know what they're thinking, and at the end of the day, it's a business, right? So I wanted to compete, and if teams out there wants to compete for championship, that's what I want to do. I want to chase championship, and whoever wants me on their roster when I'm a free agent, and give me the best deal for me and my family, that's where I would go. But also too that yes, Dodgers will have that edge, but is it realistic? It can happen also, yes, but is it? Who knows? We don't know. So at the end of the day, I look out what's best for me and my family also too.
Doesn't that sound like something's going to happen and that Kenley Jansen will be a Dodgers?
Yes! And that's what should happen. It makes too much sense.
No, it doesn't.
We're missing high leverage arms like Brewster Gratterall and Joe Kelly and Ryan Brazier. We can use another arm in the bullpen. Kenley makes too much sense.
I love Greg looking annoyed, like you didn't just walk yourself into this whole conversation.
Yeah, annoyed. I'm just standing here.
You're the
literally opened the door for this whole thing to happen.
My arms are crossed just because it was comfortable. They're not I'm not closed off.
To me, I listened to that and I was like, this means he's going to sign a one-day contract and retire as a Dodger.
See, I think they're going to trade for him.
I don't know,
year.
like one of those like weird retirement things. Like I'm going to retire as a Dodger. Like they sign like the one day deal.
Well, I get that part of it, but I still think Red Sox going nowhere. He's got a contract that's expiring. He'll be a free agent at the end of this year. He's having a really strong season. It makes too much sense for him to be down in the Dodger bullpen, and I don't think they got to give up a bunch for him.
They probably won't have to give a bunch for him. And look, I don't think he should be expecting to come in here as the closer, though. If he can be in another position, he can be the fireman role, or he can be the 8th inning or 7th inning guy, cool, yeah, I'm all for that. I have no problem with Evan Phillips being the closer, and every time I see Evan Phillips in a non-closing situation,
right,
which
you
I know
hate
that's
that,
old, I know I'm the only one. Either way, he does poorly in those situations.
The problem is, Kenley Jansen traditionally did poorly in non-safe situations, too. So, like, having him as your 8th inning guy, like, I don't know that I love him as the bridge guy to the 9th inning.
But would you, if you brought him in to the Dodgers, would you want him as the closer? And
I'd move him into the closer position.
Yeah, I probably would, just because I feel like that's the place where he's most comfortable.
And plus, they used Evan Phillips like this last week, where they brought him in to face the meat of
And
the
he
order
gave
in
up
the
runs.
8th, and then Alex Vestia came in to get the save.
Yeah, and he gave up a run.
Well, that's not on.
No,
that's not on
it's
strategy.
him.
That's on Evan Phillips.
But it didn't work.
That's on him.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
That's my point. It didn't work.
Well,
When
it
he's
did
the
work. They
closer,
won
it
the
works.
game, and
because
Vestia got the
because
save.
They scored. But okay, the question, Mark, is do you want him on the Dodgers over Evan Phillips?
I think if they need arms. I don't think Kinley's the answer. I think Kinley is a nostalgia thing.
Okay, agreed.
I'm pro nostalgia.
Of course you are.
Bring him back. I've always loved Kenley Jansen. One of my
Bring back
favorite
Jeff Shaw.
No, but bring back Kenley Jansen. I really feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think if he comes out with California Love right now, Dodger Stadium would be rocking again.
It would.
Oh, it would for sure, but that doesn't make it a good idea.
Exactly.
What's up, Foo?
Welcome back, Kenley.
Circling back to Paul Skeens, I just came across a pretty interesting tweet. See if it changes your mind a little bit at all. So
got it.
Today, no-hitter through, I think, 799 pitches. Somebody tweeted out his final 4 starts at LSU in the College Baseball World Series, 124, 101, 123, and 120 pitches. He did that 4 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Does that change your thoughts
No.
about this at all?
Not at all.
Just because,
not even in the slightest.
College coaches are maniacs. Like I would not use a college coach as a barometer for anything like that.
I mean, was he capable of finishing the game? Sure. Would there be an after effect? I don't want to take the chance.
Okay.
I'm not taking my young pitcher past 100 pitches. You guys can all disagree, but
He may
that's the way I
never
would
get
handle
another
it.
chance at it. You don't know. You don't know if
Looking
he's
at
ever
his
gonna do
stuff, I have a feeling he's going to get multiple bites
It's
at that
the
apple.
second time this year, but doesn't matter. It could never happen again. He could go on the IL.
You just
tomorrow.
pointed out it's already happened twice.
this season,
Right.
But he can go on the IL at any time.
Sure.
He
Yeah.
throws way too hard, way too fast.
Yeah, you think he's going to blow his arm out.
I do.
I mean, there's like a lot of red flags there.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
What's up, Foo?
all right, guys, if you didn't know, Flavor Flav is the official U.S. water polo honorary captain.
I think it's awesome.
Of course
I
he
think
is.
I think it's awesome.
It makes too much sense.
It really does. And, we play the clips when Snoop goes on the broadcast, and he has a lot of fun. Well, I found this clip of Flavor Flav, a little play-by-play for the water polo game yesterday.
He's going to pass it back to her, then she's going to pass it over here, and she... Oh, come on, man. Take the shot. Take the shot. Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, boy. I think they can hear me. I think they can hear me in the water. 2 to 5. Come alive. No John. Let's go.
Now you must have been.
Instant replay. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. USA. USA. Boy.
Yeah.
I love this. I think that was a great
It's
clip.
fantastic.
If you had to choose, you have one game. Snoop Dogg or Flavor Flav? Who you putting in the
Give me
broadcast
Snoop.
booth?
I'm all over Snoop on that. By the way, Snoop's doing something at the Olympics.
I think he's doing more NBC commentary.
He
if I'm not
is, yes.
mistaken.
Yeah, he's going to be a correspondent for the 2024 Summer Olympics. I tell you what, I will tune in for that. I will tune in to see Snoop
100%.
and his take on the Olympics.
I mean, I do like the yeah, boy. I did like that.
Yeah.
So that was.
But
nice.
everybody says that in water polo. It's a common
It-
water
it-
polo
it's a common
expression.
water-
I wasn't aware of that. I've been around water polo my whole life.
Yeah.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. So it's happened to Jalen Brunson today. I guess he tweeted out earlier that he butt dialed his coach, Coach Tibbs, and that he was having a good, friendly conversation with the fellas. So, two-part question here for you. Has that ever happened to you? Have you butt dialed somebody, or have you been on the receiving end of a butt dial? And also, if you are on that receiving end, how long are you listening in for?
Great question. This happens pretty often because my mom doesn't operate the phone well. So I'll be having a conversation with my mom, and I'll be finished, and she will think she hung up and then continue talking. Now, I immediately disconnect. I don't want to know what my mom says about the call I just had with her. So I disconnect it right away. I'd rather not know. How do you handle that, Marcus?
I will, I've never butt dialed anyone, but I have been on the other end. And I'll hang on for a little bit and I'll listen. Although, admittedly, the times it's happened to me, nothing of interest has actually. So I'm like listening to either silence or like maybe someone chewing or something like that. So like I'll disconnect after a minute or so, but I admit there's a part of me that just kind of is like, I'm just curious what might happen.
Yeah.
100%. I'm with Marcus. I listened for a little bit. It's actually
no. What if they say bad stuff about you.
Then I know the bad stuff they're saying about me.
So you have something to like hold over that person for a while.
Right. So like this happens with my brother all the time. So because when I'm talking to him, he has AirPods in and he's usually playing a game on his phone while he's talking to me. So he always wants me to be the one to hang up. So I just don't. And he didn't, and then he's talking to his wife, or he's talking to
and you're
like,
listening in.
Oh, I'm just like, all right, this is interesting.
What if he's talking?
That's just spiteful.
What if he's talking
about what he has to say? Like, what happens in your daily life?
But what if he's talking about you?
Good.
And
then
saying bad stuff.
Then I can be like, yo, man, I'm still here.
Wouldn't you rather not know?
I would call him out. No, absolutely not. It's my brother.
I'd rather not know.
I would love to know.
I'd rather
That's
not
great.
know.
He's usually talking about his kid.
On that, too, Brunson dialed Tibbs.
Yeah, I know.
Is there
Tibbs.
anybody worse that you could butt dial than your boss?
Tibbs is and he's such a hard ass. On top of everything
that's
else.
somebody that I would not butt dial though.
You're gonna go from 38 minutes a game to 40 minutes a game.
So Jalen Brunson is an unbelievable player. So last year in my fantasy basketball league, I traded all my good guys for Jalen Brunson, who I could keep for this year. Mm-hmm. So my entire strategy is the Jalen Brunson strategy.
We're just gonna build around Jalen Brunson.
Build around Jalen Brunson. I think I got a shot with that strategy.
What's up, Fu?
Worked for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we know today 7-Eleven. Everybody knows what day that
Yeah.
is. 7-Eleven National Slurpee Day, as
That's
you
right.
kid. Everybody can go get that free Slurpee. I was trying to think when the last time I actually had a Slurpee. Might have been last 7-Eleven.
Oh, really?
Right. I don't think I've had that, Slurpee drink.
What flavor of Slurpee do you get?
I probably would go with the little cherry, but I'm crazy. I like to mix it. You got to get
mix
the mixed
blue
flavors.
and the red kind of
Yeah,
thing?
blue, red, or the
What
the best
flavor
one
is
they
the
have
blue?
Coke.
Is it blueberry?
It's like blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've suggested this a few times, and no one's picked up on it. I would love a Slurpee, except they have to make it with Diet Coke. There should be a Diet Coke option on the Slurpee machine. I would absolutely drink Slurpees if they were Diet Coke.
I'm really surprised they haven't come out with like a Coke Zero option.
Coke
or
Zero
something,
Slurpee,
right?
exactly. Something like that.
Although the beauty of a Slurpee is that it is mostly sugar.
It is, but I try to eat healthy, and soda I eliminated a long time. Regular soda, I don't think I've had one in 25 years.
I am not a soda person, except yesterday I admit I got a Doritos Mandarin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, right. Like if I'm gonna break the soda fast, like that's the one I'm gonna do it for.
Yeah,
I love Sprite. I'll drink Sprite all day long.
Full high test.
Yeah, high test.
As opposed to diet.
Yeah.
Like fully loaded Sprite.
Sprite. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
fully loaded.
Diet Coke is terrible.
Oh, it's
for
so
you.
good.
It's so much worse.
So delicious.
For you than
But I mean,
regular
there's
Coke.
so many fewer calories. There's 0
No, and
calories.
it also has the worst, like fake sugar in it.
And
It's
that's
bad for
okay.
you.
Fake sugar's all right. It's better than
Like
real
Lisa
sugar.
Ireland says, it's death in a can.
Everything's gonna kill you. Just
Of
find
course.
the things that will kill you slower.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Things you enjoy.
Exactly.
exactly. But no,
Have fun doing
Sprite.
it.
Sprite is the best of all. of them.
By the way, you know what
I
I'm
love
on right now? I'm on Fresca.
Oh,
Fresca is delicious.
Fresca? You want a Fresca?
It is.
Yeah, it's it's grapefruit flavored soda, and the competitors sometimes when they don't have Fresca, we get Squirt, which is the same thing. Squirt and Fresca are the exact same things. They are.
Like a soda?
No, Squirt is not the same.
Squirt
thing as a
is the same thing as Fresca.
It is the same thing.
I guarantee you, it's
No,
the same.
no.
100%.
Squirt's probably a little sweeter, but they're pretty much.
They're
the same
both
thing.
grapefruit flavored sodas.
Right.
How can you dispute that?
Which are very good with tequila. You pour some tequila in there.
Oh,
so
that
it's
sounds good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Squirt is grapefruit?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew.
No,
Yeah.
Squirt. I didn't know that Fresca was grapefruit.
Yes.
You didn't? Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Squirt is grapefruit. It's Squirt.
Is that like the Sprite is the same thing as 7-Up and Coke is the same as Pepsi?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but 7-Up
Fair.
and Sprite taste very different.
Yes, they're very different.
It tastes very different.
Same with Starry. Ugh.
Starry. What a stupid name for
It
a
is a
product. Starry. I'll look. Starry, please. All right, coming up next for you. According to Major League Baseball players, where is the most desirable organization to play for? You guys can take a shot at it. Coming up next, Mason in Ireland. Marcus Grant is here. Bergman, Brian, 710 ESPN.
What we're celebrating is the opening of the first Cosm ever. The 1-1. 3.
Greatest trophy in sports.
Man, it's blown up the scale. Come on. It's the fighting it. It's like 20 out of 10, and that's maybe 100 out of 10. It's unbelievable. It's been fantastic. I think you saw the faces as they opened up. They saw the experience for the first time. Great room. Thanks to everybody who came out, including good folks at ESPN.
Game Saturday night fireworks show driven by SoCal Honda dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions for more details.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
In the summertime when the weather is hot.
The show is flying by, which means Marcus must be doing a great job.
He is doing a great
Killing
job.
it today, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It's been fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
So I am on the YouTube chat right now, Bergman. I normally don't go.
Oh, boy.
So this is my
a
first
dangerous
message.
place.
By the way, if I leave a message on the YouTube chat, it's in all caps, okay?
You got to be that guy.
So it says, "Hey, I am in the chat, so be careful what you say. I am very sensitive." And you know who responded?
I'm going to get, can I guess?
Yeah.
I would guess Dead Meow, Miss Molly, Brian Ahmad.
Well, it's the first one is Dead Meow. He says, "Only Bergman gets the smoke. You safe here, Mason."
Like I said, they are like water torture. They just drip, 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 drip.
If you don't watch the show on YouTube, like my mom and not stepdad Leo are probably watching right now. Here's my problem with the Bergman. You tell me if I'm being ridiculous. When I look at the YouTube chat, I'm never looking at the camera. Ireland is looking right at the camera. I am like, it's off to the side so you can see my beak.
So I'm looking at it right now, and it's right at Marcus's face.
It's not right. It's right on Marcus's face, and I'm from the side. I should have one right. No, but I should have one right, like dead square center.
So where Marcus's computer is, that's where you want it.
Or over Marcus's shoulder, or whatever like that, because Ireland's got that camera. It points right at him. I've got this camera, and it's to the side. And and there's so many people watching on YouTube now. I think I should look better.
Is this the guy you are right now? Is this who you're being?
I don't think that's an unreasonable request.
I think it's
We need some like Dennis Villeneuve type framing
yes,
here, you know?
How about that?
I'm going to come in there. I'm going to move it and see what we can get.
Okay, yeah, see what we can get. Because right now, it's just like me in profile with my beak.
Get some cinematography up in here.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Seriously. Okay, there. It's better. Okay, now that's the camera. That's my camera. So I'm going to play to that camera now. That's my single.
Right here?
Yeah, right there.
Does that get in the way of that camera, though?
I
don't know. We
can't see yet.
On the feed, it hasn't happened yet.
So, yeah, it's moving now.
All right.
Oh, it looks much better.
Wait, let's see.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
it looks much better.
Is it blocking the camera that's on
Marcus,
though?
No.
Oh, look at that.
It's perfect.
All right, you see that?
Well, here's the thing. There's a little bit of a cord in my shot.
Well, and now you're being a prima donna.
I think we'll be clear now. Yeah.
But if you don't watch the show on YouTube, it's actually really entertaining.
So, guys in the back, Mr. Mason would like his camera here.
We should actually. How about we just put some tape?
Can we get makeup and hair in here?
Let's
I'm
put
about
some
to do a
tape.
shoot.
Put some tape on the table here so we know where. So it has a mark. That's
Exactly.
what we should do.
Exactly. So, hey, listen all day long to 710 for your chance to experience the Copa America Final in shared reality this Sunday at Cosm, Los Angeles. Take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action of every save and slide and tackle and exhilarating goal. Experience the game like never before at Cosm, Los Angeles. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Or the Cosm mobile app. Keep on listening all day for your chance to win a pair of tickets for Sunday at Cosm only from 710 ESPN. I brought this up with you guys a little earlier during our pre-show meeting, which was very productive, by the way.
It was productive.
Very productive meeting. And there was a survey of 110 Major League Baseball players, and they were asked this question. If money, taxes, and roster were all the same, what organization would you most like to play for? And again, this is a survey of Major League Baseball players, 111 of them. Marcus, you follow baseball real close. What do you think?
Money, taxes, and roster were all fair, all even.
Which team would you sign with if contracts, state taxes, and rosters were not a factor? So not a factor. Just based on what organization you want to play for.
I'm gonna say I'll be a homer. I'll say the Dodgers.
Dodgers.
That's where I am too.
Number 3.
Okay, but that means they rank highly.
Yeah, they rank highly. That's a good number.
So then my fallback would have been like the Padres.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think so, but
he's scrolling. So
Padres,
the Padres.
number 7, but still
okay. That's not bad.
Top tier.
That's still not bad.
I think New York and Houston, because it's about the organization and what organization.
So then you mean the Yankees and not the Mets?
Yeah, not the Mets. No, the Mets are a dumpster fire. So
the Yankees are 5th.
Wow.
You still don't have number 1 or number 2.
Astros weren't on there because
the Astros are down the list. Number 11.
They should be.
Number 11 for the Astros. You got to learn how to cheat. You play there.
See, San
bang
Francisco.
a trash can.
I was gonna say the Giants, San Francisco Giants.
Giants well down the. You're not. You don't have number 1 or number 2.
Wow,
that's like.
And number 1 is at 12.7% of the vote. And Boston, I just gave it away. Boston's number 2.
Boston's number 2. Why Boston?
They're at 9.3% of the vote. So somebody has got a pretty considerable advantage over everybody else.
Got to be
Is it American League or National?
National League.
Is it the Cubbies?
Phillies?
Cubs or Cardinals?
None of the above.
Wow. What? Is it some weird team like the Miami Marlins?
It's a pretty obvious one.
Pretty obvious one.
It's a really good team.
The Braves.
Oh,
the Braves,
yeah. All right.
So,
Raider Rubin's going to love that.
Team you would sign with if contract, state taxes, and rosters were not a factor. The Braves are number 1, followed by the Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Rangers, the Yankees, the Cubs, the Padres, the Phillies, and the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks.
That's your time.
Well, they went to the World
Series.
They
did just go to the World Series. Why the Braves? I think I think they do a great job of developing their players. They are. You look at the guys that come up through their organization, like Freeman did, like Ozzie Albies, like Michael Harris II. All these guys are really, really good.
What they do better than any other team, and I think they do it exactly right. They buy out your arbitration years.
Yes.
They do that with everybody. They did it with Acuna. They did it with Albies, I believe.
Yep.
They did it with Strider. They did it with the big guys. They just buy it all out and say, you're with us for the future.
It's smart.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great way to go. And they take care of their own players with the exception of Freddie Freeman.
Right.
Freddie Freeman, for some reason, they said, too expensive, we'll go with Matt Olson.
Yeah, I mean,
Matt
Olson.
It's paid off.
It's
Matt Olson's been great.
Well, and I mean, even after he left, though, remember that first year, Freddie Freeman seemed like he had a little bit of buyer's remorse coming to Los Angeles. Like he was like pining, going over to the clubhouse.
About it. Yeah, definitely emotional about it.
Pining for being back in Atlanta.
Yeah. So there you have it, the Braves. That's interesting.
It makes sense, though. Just for all those reasons we just stated, it makes sense.
How many different pitchers are the Dodgers going to throw tonight against Philly?
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's on the mound.
It's Johnny Holstaff, I think.
Johnny Holstaff. I like that.
I like that. That was a good one.
Yeah, I like that line. Johnny Holstaff.
They could get swept by the Phillies if they lose tonight, and Aaron Nola's on the mound, so it's possible.
Yeah.
And if they lose, they have Tariq Skubal tomorrow night, who is one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Yes, he is.
So
yeah,
it
the
doesn't
good news
get any
is
easier.
The Tigers don't.
The
really have a lot
Tigers
of
are
sock
absolutely
in their
awful,
lineup.
but
They're pretty bad.
But the pitcher is good.
Yeah, the pitcher is good.
4 more sleeps till the All-Star break.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Just get to the All-Star break right now.
So I throw this out there. So I'm watching First Take today. My morning always goes the same. I watch Get Up and First Take.
Okay.
I guess you could say I'm a company guy, but those are good shows to tee up for.
Does that make you a homer?
It makes me a homer.
ESPN
I'm
homer?
an ESPN homer.
Can you criticize it?
I will sometimes.
Yeah.
So today, this commercial is running like crazy. It's got Timothée Chalamet in it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this?
I don't. Maybe.
Is it the one with the
It's
cologne?
Bleu de Chanel.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, all right, I'm watching First Take. What are the odds that I'm going to say, hey, Timothée Chalamet, I'm going to wear the Bleu de Chanel? Seriously. Well, is that not bad placement for that ad?
I mean, for when you have to stop an alien empire in the morning and then go to an award show at night.
I guess that's right.
You know.
Yeah. Bleu de Chanel.
Or create some chocolate in his factory.
Yeah, exactly. Does anybody wear cologne anymore? I'm not. I don't wear cologne.
I do. Like if I'm going out, like if I'm having an evening out with the wife, or like it's date night or something like that, I'll throw on some cologne.
Do you have a brand?
I do, and I'm blanking on what it is now because like it's like I've just had it. And I just squirt a couple on, and I go. Then I do
Bergman, what about you? Cologne?
No, I'm not into cologne. And also in a workspace, I think nobody should be wearing cologne.
Oh, is that? Oh, you're the boss. So
Like
no cologne. The ban is
at
on.
a radio station, especially when we're in spaces like these, where we're all closed in. Cologne perfume should not be worn.
Yeah,
because it's too strong. The question I have about cologne though is does it expire?
No.
I don't think so.
You think cologne goes bad? It's alcohol.
I have no idea. Like I've had one thing of cologne and it's basically full for maybe 20 years.
Isn't cologne made of alcohol?
I mean, I think there is some in there.
Will it work? Will it work still? Like, is it totally fine to use?
I think it still works.
Oh yeah,
I
it doesn't. It doesn't go bad.
Yeah.
The smell kind of goes away a little bit, but I don't know.
I mean, it's all locked up in a bottle. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
I've easily had it since I was 21.
You know what? I get simple. I got a bottle of Axe.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, the spray bottle?
Every single day. What do you mean don't do that?
16?
Every day I wear Axe. I wear body. I get out of the shower.
Cool water too at the same time.
I get out, and I'm going to be honest. It's not even Axe. It's called BOD. B-O-D. It's a body spray named BOD.
I remember seeing that.
For probably 20 years, I've used that.
Really?
Every single day.
I didn't even know they still made that.
Oh yeah, the BOD.
Oh, so mine is a Jimmy Choo. Like I'm scrolling here trying to remember what it is.
Choo.
I have
Jimmy
a
Choo.
Jimmy Choo.
That's a good brand.
Fancy.
Jimmy Choo men. That I've like I say, when I do date nights and stuff, I'll spray a little bit on.
I guess so.
That's about it.
I like the Polo cologne. You got a little bit of that.
You got a little
it's
bit of
nice.
that? You rolling with
nice.
that?
Yeah.
You should try the BOD. Everybody try the BOD. It's really good.
I think I tried that when I was 13.
For the 16-year-old kid in you.
Is this because they stopped making Drakkar Noir? Is that what happened?
Yeah. All right, coming up next, the Home Run Derby is Monday, and there will be a Dodger in it after all, but is that a good idea? We'll get into that coming up next. In the meantime, the one good thing about driving to work for me is I love driving my car. I've got, the moment I opened my partnership with the Southern California Hyundai dealers, I'm like, well, obviously going to drive a Hyundai. I tried them all. Tried the Ioniq 6, which is a great EV. Ended up in the Elantra, which is a hybrid. First time I've ever driven a hybrid, getting like 50 miles per gallon. It's got available class exclusive digital key. It's got remote smart parking assist. And these guys are great. Because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, you get complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles and 10 years of America's best warranty. In a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Take it from me. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mesa and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex, it is that time. Time for All-Star Friday Night. Don't miss your chance to press the flesh with all your favorite 710 personalities, and yes, see them play softball for some reason. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina, right on top of the hill, the Field of Dreams. Festivities begin at 12 noon, fun for the kids, food, drinks, and of course, softball action beginning at 6 p.m. All-Star Friday Night, made possible by our friends at Belted Mobile Sports Batting Cage. That's right, come to All-Star Friday Night and jump in that Belted Mobile Sports Batting Cage.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. NextGen is the official AC Heat and Plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. That's right, NextGen is the absolute best in the biz. Right now, you get an $88 drain cleaning, and they'll add in a free plumbing camera inspection. All you got to do is call NextGen. Call them at 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit them online at nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your appointment today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. When I was in an accident, my friend Jacob was the first person I called. He should be your first call, too. Call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Sponsored by IBM. IBM and the All England Lawn Tennis Club announced a new feature for the Wimbledon digital experience that will utilize match data with generative AI from IBM's AI and data platform Watson X to keep fans updated on gentlemen and lady singles players as they move through the championships. The new feature, named Catch Me Up, displays cards with AI-generated player insights and analysis, making it easier for fans to stay up to date on players across all matches. Pre-match content will include analysis of recent performance and likelihood to win predictions, while post-match will include key statistics and highlights. The feature will also create longer-form daily and weekly summaries of play. Catch Me Up aims to help Wimbledon scale its content to both new and existing tennis fans globally. The Championships Wimbledon will run from July 1st to July 14th, 2024. Visit Wimbledon.com or download the Wimbledon app on your mobile device. Available on the App Store and Google Play Store.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June.
Marcus Grant is here for John Ireland today. Dad's not home.
Is that why we're playing Glass Animals? Just,
Glass Animals. I was trying to think of the name of the band.
Getting wild
Glass
here.
Animals. Mm-hmm. Exactly right. So, the Home Run Derby, it's All-Star break. So tomorrow night is the All-Star Friday night. I want to make sure everybody knows. We are going to be out there starting at 12 o'clock noon, broadcasting live from the West Covina Sportsplex. Tomorrow's show will be me and Cappy and Bergman and Morales and Travis and Sliwa and Marcus and DeMarco and on and on.
Beto.
A cast of thousands. Beto.
Brian will
everybody.
be there.
Brian. You coming out for at noon? Or a little later?
Around there, probably. Yeah,
Okay,
I'll probably
good.
come out in the afternoon.
Good. And then, of course, the game starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. It's Team Mason versus Team Sliwa. I was very pessimistic about the team that John Ireland drafted. I'm not sure if anybody's heard this, but I was a little down on the roster.
You may or may not have sent a few texts
Little
here
down.
and there.
Little down. By the way, that text exchange was fantastic because I texted Ireland, Momo, and Bergman all separately.
And like the same
with
thing.
virtually the same text.
I'm so mad.
I'm so angry.
So did you not get a say in the?
None.
But you're coaching the team.
I'm coaching, but I had no say in who was going to be on the team.
This is the classic Bill Parcells. If they want you to cook the meal,
Right.
you should at least get to pick the groceries.
Right.
Sort of thing.
DYJ, let's go tomorrow night.
Can I read what you wrote to me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
If you don't want me to, I won't.
No, read it. I don't.
Ireland effed me with that team. There's zero chance that we can win. It won't be competitive, which is too bad. Literally, in all caps, literally all the real players on the other team, Ireland effed this thing up. There was 2 F-bombs in there.
Yeah, I can be a little emotional. I don't apologize for that. I can be a little emotional. I've come around on our team a little bit only because DeAndre, as it turns out, he was going to bat 13th in my lineup.
13th, okay.
And not play a position in the field. Now he is batting 5th, and he's in right center.
That's a lot of pressure.
A lot of, but I saw him at the batting cage. I saw a video of him at the batting cage, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that guy could play.
You change it so drastically, is what is crazy from.
Well,
just
we
a couple,
added DeMarco.
No, right? No, but it's for what you did with DeAndre. He was dead last, not playing anything, and now he's batting fifth.
But
he's in right center, which is extremely important spot. Anything in center is important.
DeAndre, come on in here. Come on in here.
Look.
DeAndre gave me his own scouting report.
Some swings.
Andy Pages comes up. They put him in left field. They have him hit near the bottom of the lineup. Now all of a sudden he's starting in center. He's hitting fifth.
Exactly.
It happens.
Exactly. It's a breakthrough performance for DeAndre the other night at the batting cage. DeAndre, your original scouting report was, and I think these are your words, I can't play. Were they or were they not? Your official.
He's getting his headphones.
He's getting his headphones. That was his
on.
scouting report. I can't play.
I mean,
not my game.
Yeah, softball isn't my game, but you know what? I've been working extremely hard, man, to improve my game and get out there and show the haters and doubters what I'm capable of.
This is classic sandbagging behavior, is what this is.
And DeAndre, how did I respond to the video I saw of you at the batting cage?
You're like, you know what? I'm gonna adjust my lineup for you, the batting lineup. I'm gonna move you up. Well, we're gonna figure something out.
Batting fifth, DeAndre.
This is classic sandbagging behavior. Oh, this is not my game. I'm not very good. And then all of a sudden next year we're talking about his OPS and like that sort of thing.
Well, you better remember your stats.
Yeah, remember your stats. Remember your stats.
Correct.
So the thing about DeAndre is, I think DeAndre is, and Bergman, see if you agree, Brian, see if you. I think he is the best athlete at the radio station.
I mean, who else?
Probably.
Would
I don't
be?
even think anybody else is in the conversation.
It's like, there's DeAndre, and then there's a
Graham.
huge drop
It goes
off.
DeAndre and then Graham.
Yeah. I don't even know if Graham is even in there. By the way, Graham's sneaky tall. He's like
he's not. Is he sneaky tall?
He's like 6 feet.
Yeah.
What about Parker? 6 feet is sneaky tall. Parker's an athlete.
Oh, no, don't bring up Parker. Then.
Let
Parker play.
Hashtag let Parker play.
Yeah. Well, DeAndre,
talk to Carlo, all right?
I have great
talk to Carlo if you want to play.
I have great faith in you, DeAndre.
All right, I got you, man. And I'm going tonight actually with Beto, Cap, and Funchy. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna practice.
I was gonna go, and then you moved to Pasadena. Was gonna be here near downtown. And then Beto moved to Pasadena, so now I can't go.
See, look, I'm not in charge. I just go wherever.
Nice, yeah, exactly.
Hey, just come out. Just come out to Pasadena. It's easier.
No,
it's
I'm not
very
going to
close to
Pasadena.
me too, so I can go there.
Not going to Pasadena. Should say we're effed. Was that
That's
me?
what you really think. Yeah.
Was that me? Who else was it?
Was that me? All right. So Teoscar Hernandez is going to be in the home run derby.
Good for him.
I don't like my team having players in the home run derby. I would rather Teoscar Hernandez not be in the home run derby. He's having a terrific year.
He is.
And more than a few guys have been screwed up in the second half by the home run derby. Why did you say good for him?
Because it's not the same game as it was, when you're talking about those guys that screwed up in the second half of the season. They're not swinging away for as much as they want. They get a total of 40 pitches, I believe. Brian, is that right? I think
that is right.
Yeah, you get 40 pitches in the first round. That's it. And 20 rounds and 20 pitches in the final round. It's very, very. And you only get a certain amount of outs. Like it's much easier to do this year. It's not going to mess your swing up. It's just that's fake.
Also, I mean, I feel like, well, one, this is just his second All-Star appearance.
Yep.
It's been a long time since the last time he was there. So, like, I look at last year because I remember the Braves sent a ton of guys. And I think all the Braves, I think they declined to either participate or they didn't do all the home run derby stuff. And they just sort of made this big show of, we're so focused on October. And
right.
And then they get bounced immediately. And I'm like, y'all should have just went and had fun. Like, if you're gonna get rolled in the first round, you should have went to the All-Star game and just had fun.
Right.
So go have fun, man. Enjoy the weekend. Like, this is a showcase for the players to have fun. It's a showcase for the fans to enjoy. Like, go have yourself a week, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm opposed, and I've got data to back it up.
From the last 3 years, though. Go back.
No. I'm going back historically.
No, you can't.
Years.
It's a different home run derby. The way that it's put out there is totally different.
A player, according to the data, and they went through a lot of stuff that I could read. First pass data, each player participated, statistics, second half compared to first half, blah, blah, blah.
Analytics, blah, blah, blah.
A player who participates in the home run derby experiences a decrease in offensive and power hitting stats in the second half as compared to his usual production. the home run derby curse is, according to the Society of Sabermetrics, right? So they're like all little numbers, data guys. They say there is a second half drop off for players that participate in the home run derby historically. That's why I don't want Teoscar Hernandez in it.
I just think it's a totally different game, and it's not what it used to be. And what he's doing, going up there for 40 pitches, that he doesn't even have to take. He takes some of those pitches.
But it's never what I mean. It's changed over the years.
It's over 3 minutes.
It used to be one way, then it switched to 3 rounds. Now it's switching again. But the results have been the same. Guys have a drop-off in the second half after they participate in the home run derby.
Those numbers, I think, are based around when they're standing up there for 30 minutes, like just waiting for their pitch and waiting for their pitch. Now you only get 3 minutes or 40 pitches. That's it. The 3 minutes are up, done. I mean, there's some like little extra stuff.
Well, if he advances, then it's more. How's it actually? How do they? I forget how they structured it this year.
It's 40, 40, 20. So that's 100 pitches total. You cannot get more than 100 pitches total, and a total of 8 minutes. It's 3-3-2. That's the most you can do.
Yeah, I don't want to take a chance.
8 minutes and 100 pitches.
I was like,
I don't want to take a chance.
Have fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to take a chance.
Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun in the second half.
30 pitches.
Let's have some fun in the second half. By the way, the participants.
It's not really a stellar list.
No.
It's not the greatest list in the world.
It's not getting anybody fired up.
I will say I am more excited about Teoscar in it than last year Mookie, because I feel like Teoscar actually has a chance to win.
Yeah.
And everybody thought Mookie was just, he not going to win. So at least this way, let's see him do it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I mean, in an ideal world, not worried about injury or second half performances, I mean, we'd have Shohei and Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, and guys like that in there. Like, if you don't have to worry about outside factors, like that would be the home run derby that everybody wants.
The final participants, by the way, are Pete Alonso, who I believe his whole life is based on the home run derby.
That's all he does. Home run derby.
Alec Baum, who's having a great year in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Adolis Garcia from the Rangers, an outfielder. Gunnar Henderson from the Orioles.
Who's fun to watch, by the way.
Yeah, really fun.
Really good, too.
Marcell Ozuna from the Braves, who I think he pretty much does one thing, which is hit home runs.
Yeah. Against the Dodgers, too, it feels like.
Jose Ramirez, third baseman for the Guardians. And then Bobby Witt Jr., who's a really exciting player from the Royals. Yeah. He's a shortstop, and Teoscar Hernandez. So that's the field. And you're right, the big names are shying away from it at this point.
It's sort of like, like the slam dunk contest, right? Like the guys that we would love to see in the slam dunk contest don't really do it. Same with home run derby.
You want to see Vlad, you want to see Judge, you want to see Shohei. You see Pete Alonso, that's fine because that's all he does. But the big names that hit home runs, not there.
Yeah, Yordan Alvarez, come on.
Yeah, no.
Yordan
it's totally true.
Too.
Totally true. Yeah, and I think we probably, and I read an article that says they think this year will be the first time that All-Star Monday night outrates the game itself.
I believe that.
The game's boring.
The game isn't. It's not compelling. It's not competitive.
It's not compelling anymore because interleague play happens every single day. Like it used to be cool to see the American League face off against the National League, right? Like the idea of Paul Skeens pitching to Aaron Judge would have been like, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Sure.
Like now, it might just happen on a Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly right.
So true. Is there a way to fix it then? Because nobody wants to play, really. I mean, they go out there, they do their one inning, they're done.
Don't you think the stuff I just said about the sabermetrics people saying your offense is going to have a drop-off in the second half if you're in the home run derby, don't you think that factors into Shohei's head and Aaron Judge's head and all that stuff?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Totally does.
But the game itself, I don't think that
Yeah, the answer? Bring back Rock and Jock.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You remember Rock and Jock, like softball and stuff from the 90s? Do you remember this? Like, bring back Rock and Jock. Like, let's just do that again, where you have, like, you put the fences, like, 200-300 feet away, you play softball, somebody hits one really far, they get, like, 5 runs instead of just 1 or something like that. Let's just do that.
Remember Rock and Jock for the NBA?
Yes.
Now, that was the best. They had, like, the 10-point basket that went up a little bit higher.
I think, didn't they play that, like, in Irvine or something like that? I think they played at UC Irvine.
Then they had a 50-point one that was even higher, and people just shoot way up in the air. Oh, that was
like
great.
The 75-point shot to try to, like, win the game late. Yeah.
Don't they still do like a celebrity softball situation? Because I
even
remember
those names are very.
Yeah, they use.
Are they very marginal?
They use celebrity pretty loosely.
Kane Brown is the biggest name that's
Well,
playing.
Kane Brown is a big star.
Well, that's the biggest name.
Besides, there are a couple former athletes, like Terrell Owens is playing, Ginny Finch is playing, but in terms of like non-athlete celebrities, it's they're using celebrity fairly loosely, I think, this year.
Play rosters for Ruffles All-Star Celebrity Game include. No, that's the NBA. Sorry.
No, it's like,
Sorry, that's the NBA.
Wait,
they had Jennifer Hudson play?
So again,
Gina Rodriguez.
I know Gina Rodriguez.
Marcelo Hernandez, who's from Saturday Night Live. He's the young-looking guy.
Tiffany Haddish is playing. So
Tiffany Haddish
I know
is fun.
I know her.
Kane Brown. Tyrese Maxey is playing.
Wait, is he?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, because we looked at this the other day, Greg, on Blue Review, and there's some names added. Like Deion Sanders wasn't on this list.
Deion Sanders is playing now?
Apparently, he was not on the list a couple days ago when I looked, so he must have just added.
Okay, they got it a little bit better. They probably heard
Des Bryant wasn't on the list a couple days ago.
Pedro Martinez is playing.
Oh, wow. This wasn't it. By the way, they've heard the Blue Review every day from 9:30 to 9:45
Apparently.
on the ESPN YouTube channel and heard us rip it, and they said, you know what? We got to add more names.
We got to add some stars.
We got to beef this up a little bit.
God, how do I tell this story? Okay, so I was at one of the All-Star games. I think it was the one at Dodger Stadium.
The one a couple years ago?
Yeah, the one a couple years ago. And Leanne Rimes, who's a singer, was playing in the celebrity game. And somebody's yelling, I want your autograph. I want your autograph. So she walks over to the fence. And she reaches up and like 5 different baseballs are thrown at her.
No.
She wanted to give one autograph, and there were like 5 people there, all threw their balls. Knocked her in the head, yeah.
It's like fever pitch when Drew Barrymore got smacked in the
face. Exactly. Yeah,
which is the best part of that movie, by the way.
Fever Pitch, not one of my favorites.
No, it's not a good movie.
Not one of my
scene
favorites.
Made me laugh very hard.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you. Do I do that or do I do that?
Do that.
Do that?
Yeah.
No. Do that.
Okay. I'll do the thing that they're saying to do.
Okay.
And then I'll do the thing they're not saying to do. And in the meantime, caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN will win a pair of tickets for this Sunday at Cosm, Los Angeles. You will be able to take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Experience the game like never before at Cosm, Los Angeles. Caller number 7 wins right now, 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-ESPN. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This Friday at the West. It is that time for All-Star Friday night. Don't miss your chance to press the flesh with all your favorite 710 personalities, and yes, see them play softball for some reason. The West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina, right on top of the hill, the Field of Dreams. Festivities begin at 12 noon, fun for the kids, food, drinks, and of course, softball action beginning at 6 p.m. All-Star Friday night, made possible by our friends at Islands Restaurants. Islands, your local paradise.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
You hear that sound? It's not you going to your next sporting event or even thinking about your team's next game. It's the sound in your own mind of worry, fear, anxiety, and the pain you're feeling from an accident. You need help. You need to call Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-2000. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand are going to treat you like family. They're injury attorneys you can trust. 213-747-2000. NormandLegal.com. Be treated like family. Be taken care of. And get the money you deserve. 213-747-2000.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands. at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Come on, Kenley.
Come on.
Come on in, Kenley.
Come on back. We want you.
Yeah,
Brian, you want him?
I want him.
I do too.
Over
love
Evan
Kenley.
Phillips.
It'll be a good combo.
It will be a good combo. Yeah, there's that chance out there. Kenley's talking about the idea of retiring as a Dodger is what he said. One thing I wanted to mention, this is Mark Stein from the New York Times, I believe, right? Or from his Substack now.
Now it's a Substack, yep.
The Lakers not likely to pursue Gary Trent at this time. He says one source close to the process cautioned this week that the Lakers, until they can move farther away from the secondary luxury tax apron, can't even make a run at Trent, no matter how available he appears to be. The Lakers, remember, are only marginally distanced from the second apron. LeBron signed a 2-year deal that was less than $3 million shy of $104 million maximum he could have received. So he took a little bit less, but they're very close to the second apron, which functions as a hard salary cap. And apparently Gary Trent is not the guy that they're looking at. They've got to move other stuff in order to be able to do it.
But you kind of need somebody like that, though, right? If they're going to get anybody, it's a shooter or a big.
Okay, so they're looking at a big.
Good.
Lakers reportedly interested in trading for Orlando's Wendell Carter Jr.
I saw earlier that Wendell Carter Jr. was not on the block.
Really?
Yeah.
Sean Devaney from who's an NBA insider. I forget who he works for, CBS or something like that.
He used to be at Sporting News, wasn't he?
Was he? Time, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says Wendell Carter Jr., who does make some sense, gives you some size, actually a pretty decent shooter.
Another thin guy, though, no?
Yeah, I guess he is thin. Are you concerned about that?
Well, yeah, because that's all we've had when it was Wenyen Gabriel and
Jackson
Hayes.
Yeah,
you were very much on the Valanciunas trade.
Yeah, I like the idea of Valanciunas too.
Big dude in the middle, yeah, like a Nurkic even style is fine with me. I just want that kind of guy that can take AD out and play just 15 to 20 minutes a game, 10 to 20 minutes a game. Put AD on the floor for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It's not going to happen.
I just got this text from Not Stepdad Leo. Who is the lady on Marcus's shirt?
It's Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty White.
What's that?
Betty
White and
with
who?
Eazy-E. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm pretty sure it's.
Who's making the Betty White T-shirts?
Yeah, I think I saw this it's probably an Instagram ad.
God,
I
watched a documentary about Betty White. I think it was on Peacock. It was just a simple hour about her life. She lived an amazing life. Amazing life. And was so entertaining for multiple generations.
Most of it. Yeah, exactly. Good long chunk of it.
Even to the end, she was still a star.
Yeah, she was a huge star on like Match Game.
Right. Oh, yeah. Password.
Match Game.
Was she on, well, she was on Password because she married the host of Password.
No, did she?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, she was on Match Game too. Like I loved that show.
To the very end. I mean, she hosted Saturday Night Live not long before she passed away. Yeah.
She's 99, like 2.5, 3 weeks till her 100th birthday.
Right. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Golden Girl, just very, very funny.
I will never have a run like that. I will not make it to 100.
You don't want to, though.
I have no interest in being 100 years old.
Not here for a long time. Here for a good time.
Right.
Exactly right.
You always say that you want to live one day before.
I want to live until the day before miserable.
Right. So what if you're not miserable till 100 years old?
I guess I would have. I just can't. I'm on the edge of miserable now. It's right. I can see it. I can see miserable.
You seem like you enjoy your life so much.
No, I do. I actually do. All right. I wanted to congratulate Bobby Johnson. I didn't do that from L.A. He just won a pair of tickets to Cosm Los Angeles for this Sunday to experience the Copa America Finals and third place match in shared reality. You can take Copa America to a new level where every play feels like you're on the pitch. Did you know what Cosm is?
I do.
It's like these gigantic screens, and you feel like you're in the middle of. Suppose I'm going to go to see the Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, on the 24th.
In a couple of weeks, they're doing a Cirque du Soleil. So anyway, wrap yourself in the heart-pounding action of all of Copa America. You can experience the game like never before at Cosm Los Angeles, and limited tickets only at Cosm Los Angeles. That's COSM.com. Yes. Coming up for you, we're going to do Game of Games. And whose game is it today?
Brian's game.
Brian's game today.
Yes,
Brian,
sir.
what do you got cooking?
Oh, that's something. It's a game about something we already talked about during the show, so it's a relevant topic.
Relevant topic. Okay, good. Marcus, what do you got?
Well, it's ESPY's Day.
Yes.
At ESPN, and in honor of the 10th anniversary of Stuart Scott's unforgettable ESPY speech, all donations to the V Foundation now through the ESPYs will support the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund. You can support Stuart's legacy at v.org/Stuart, STUART. 100% of your donation goes to cancer research.
Game of Games next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
What we're celebrating is the opening of the first Cosm ever. And one. Three.
Greatest trophy in sports.
Man, it's blown up the scale. Come on. It's the fighting it. It's like 20 out of 10, and that's maybe maybe 100 out of 10. It's unbelievable. It's been fantastic. I think you saw the faces as they opened up. They saw the experience for the first time. Great room. Thanks to everybody who came out, including good folks at ESPN.
There's nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family.
Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game.
You have been giving you one forever. Now you have to
across the street. Now it's across the street.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice.
I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
Job to hundreds of top job sites.
But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and it looks like we've got 4 players. Me, Marcus, Bergman, and is DeAndre? I'm sorry. Yeah, DeAndre's over there.
Yes, he is.
DeAndre is playing as well.
When you speak, DeAndre,
Star of Team Mason tomorrow night. Brian, what's the game?
All right, we talked about the home run derby coming up on Monday, so I got a little home run derby game.
Okay.
Hopefully we see a lot of home runs tomorrow, too, so
yeah,
put it out there.
Okay, good.
All right, so here we go. 9 questions. Number 1, who holds the record for most home run derbies won? The winner of the most home run derbies. Pete Alonso, Ken Griffey Jr., Jason Giambi.
Starts with me. I'm going to try Jason Giambi.
As a lifelong Ken Griffey Jr. stan, I'm going to say it was the kid.
Yeah, he definitely could be.
Yeah, I'm going Ken Griffey Jr.
I'm going Ken Griffey as well.
It is Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
The only one with 3.
I thought it was weird you put Jason Giambi in there. That's why.
Well, he won once, yeah. I thought that name, steroid, somebody might.
Well,
it worked.
He was there, yep.
All right, we go. Number 2. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. holds the record for most home runs hit in one derby event. Not round, but one total event. How many home runs did he hit? And by the way, he still ended up losing. But how many total home runs did he hit in this one event that holds the record?
Okay.
107, 99, or 91?
Marcus, you're first.
I'm going to say 91.
Bergman?
Let's see. So it was like 40. Yeah, I'll say 91 also.
DeAndre?
91 as well.
I'm going to go 99.
I should have went 91.
Yeah, man.
I'm 0 for 2. You guys are 2-0.
I don't really love you guys coattailing my answers here, though.
I was counting it out.
Okay.
I remembered exactly. No, I didn't.
Sure you did.
All right, here we go. Number 3. 2022 Home Run Derby at Dodger Stadium saw a total of 291 home runs. The furthest home run being hit 482 feet. Who hit it? Juan Soto, the winner, the runner-up, Julio Rodriguez, or the past year's champ, Pete Alonso?
It starts with Bergman.
Yeah, God, Pete Alonso hits really far. I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez, though.
DeAndre.
I'm going J-Rod, Julio.
Yeah, I got to go Julio Rodriguez as well. I think I might know this.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a clean sweep and say Julio Rodriguez. It feels like him.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto. Wow.
The eventual winner had the longest home run that year.
By the way, that line, I feel like I might know that.
And then was wrong.
Exactly.
In 2010, the Home Run Derby was held at Angel Stadium. Saw no participants from the Dodgers or the Angels. Kind of sad.
Yeah.
The winner ended up hitting a whopping 32 home runs. Who was the winner? Was it Hanley Ramirez, Miguel Cabrera, or Big Papi, David Ortiz?
DeAndre.
I'm going to go at Miguel Cabrera.
Mace?
I'm going to go Hanley.
Marcus?
I'm going to say Hanley also.
I got Hanley also.
Big Papi.
Big Papi. Everybody missed it. Wow.
All right. We all missed. That just seemed too obvious that it would be Big Papi.
When you hear the name Hanley Ramirez, what's the first thing you think of?
Screwing over Clayton Kershaw?
Screwed up Clayton Kershaw's perfect game. I'll never forget it.
Second
Clank.
part is, was it the Cardinals broke his rib? There goes
That's
the
right.
playoffs.
There goes the playoffs. You're right.
Yeah, no, that was terrible.
All right, here we go.
Joe
Number 5.
Kelly or Michael Waka?
I think it was Joe Kelly.
I think it was Joe Kelly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Joe.
Damn. All right. According to Baseball Reference, the very first home run derby was won by Dave Parker, 1985. How many home runs were hit? Dave Parker hit to win the home run derby?
Okay.
11, 6, or 3?
Mace.
Oh, wow. I'm sure it's very... I'm going to say 6.
Marcus?
Yeah, I'm also going 6.
I'm going to say 3. DeAndre?
I'm going to say 11.
I was 6.
So Marcus has the lead with 3. Greg has 2. DeAndre 2. Mace, you're on the board.
I'm on the board, finally.
Kind of crazy. Only 6 home runs to win.
It is, right? It's probably the days of, like, you get 10 swings.
I think
you
get like 3 outs or something like that.
Yeah, I was looking at if you look at like the numbers from that, somebody had 1.
Yeah, right.
Stay home, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Kemp had 0.
Although I was at the All-Star game in Cleveland one year during the home run derby, and Jim Thome was the hometown favorite. Hit no home runs.
Yeah.
Kept sculling the ball down the first base line, could not get any lift on it, and ended up with 0 home runs in his home stadium.
Didn't it happen with Matt Kemp? He had like 0.
I think Matt Kemp had a terrible home run derby
Seager
also.
had like 1.
That's
Every
extra pressure.
Dodger got
It's
nothing.
extra pressure when you're doing that.
All right, we got number 6. The longest home run in last year's derby, 484 feet.
Okay.
Who hit it? Vladdy Jr., Adolis Garcia, or Luis Robert Jr.?
Marcus.
I'm going to say Luis Robert Jr.
I also think it's Luis Robert Jr. DeAndre?
I'm going with Adolis.
I got to go different, so I'll say Vlad.
It was Luis Robert Jr.
Oh, Luis. It's Luis Robert, isn't it?
I've heard both.
I've heard.
Yeah.
It's spelled Robert, no?
It's spelled Robert. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know which one it is.
We'll
go with Robert.
Robert.
The format of the home run derby is set to change again this year. What year did they change the format from outs to the time?
Okay.
2012, 2015, 2018.
Marcus, you're in the lead, so you have to go first the rest of the way.
Okay. I'm going to say 2018.
I'm going to say 2018 also. DeAndre?
I'm going 2018.
Mace?
I got to be different. I'll go 2015.
And you're glad you did. 2015 is the correct answer.
Nice.
Mace on the board. So now Marcus 4, Greg 3, DeAndre 2, Mace 2, 2 left.
2 left, yes. One of the best comebacks in the Derby, Bryce Harper, 2018, as a National at the Nationals Park, hit a walk-off home run to win. He hit 19 total home runs in the final round. How many home runs did he hit in the final 49 seconds to win?
Okay.
10, 9, or 8?
Marcus?
10.
9. DeAndre?
I'm going 8.
Oh,
Mace?
damn, I can't make a
Well, no,
point.
you and DeAndre are tied, so you can go with DeAndre still if you want.
I'm going to go 10.
It is 9.
I got that. We're tied. There's
Tied.
only one left. It's between Marcus and me.
Right,
DeAndre
so me and
Mace
DeAndre are out.
Yep.
One left and tiebreaker here. Which team has the most home run derby champions to win? So I had to win while representing that team. The Yankees, the Expos/Nationals, or the Mets?
I'll go first since you've been going first and we're tied. Let's go with the Expos.
Yankees, Expos, Nationals, or the Mets?
The Mets. I'm going to go with the Mets.
I'm going to go Expos Nationals.
We're going to have a winner.
We're still tied. It's the Yankees.
Oh! Yankees seem too obvious.
Yeah.
All right, what's the
so we got
tiebreaker?
a tiebreaker.
Yeah, tiebreaker.
Get
Got
something to write with, get something to write on.
Closest
you got
to
something?
the number.
Here you go, Marcus.
Are we ready for it?
Yep, ready.
The 2023 Home Run Derby at T-Mobile Park in Seattle had a record-setting amount of total home runs. How many home runs were there? All together.
Closest or closest without going over?
Let's go closest without going over.
Okay, closest without going over. That makes it very strategic.
Rules, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I got
Write
a number.
down a number.
All right, I got a number.
Got a number. Who do you want first?
Bergman?
325.
225.
Ooh.
341.
Oh, let's go!
Bergman gets the win.
They get the win.
Nice work.
Nice. That was a good game.
Good game,
fun.
Brian. Brian does. I would argue Brian does the second best games here after me.
He does the best games here.
Would
not
you agree?
No, you've done too many of the Jeopardy game.
I've done Jeopardy. By the way, I haven't done Jeopardy in at least 6 months, 8 months.
But you did it every single week.
I did do it for a while there, but I got rid of it.
No, he does great games.
Yeah, Brian, you do a great
usually
job.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah, nice work. Nice work.
Thanks, DeAndre.
How many home runs will we hit tomorrow night, huh?
Teoscar?
No, at the softball game.
Oh, tomorrow at the
Beto's going to hit
over
3.
under.
So my advice to every player on my team, I've got 2 words for you. Launch angle. Launch angle.
Lift and separate.
Every swing should be for the fences. Singles are for losers. Home runs is what we're looking for.
That's my game, man.
Singles. You're the king of the singles.
Absolutely fine. Just get on base.
Launch angle.
Move
Let's
over.
go, guys. Knock it out. So I asked for the fences to be moved in, but apparently they're going to be the same.
Same as the last 2 years.
Because in the first game,
Otherwise, it's going to be way too close.
In the first game, there were what? 3 home runs? Last year, there was only 1.
No, there was more. Kirk hit 3 on his own in the first year.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had 3 home runs.
Was he on my team?
Beto hit a home run. He had a walk-off home run.
Beto, the walk-off home run.
Travis hit a home run. There was a ton of home runs in the first one.
Okay. And last year, nothing.
No, there was just Jorge, I think.
Yeah, Jorge hit the game winner, and that was it.
Yep.
All right, let's hit the super stages.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
There we go. That was
That was
intense. An intense love boat.
Ready for tomorrow.
Ready for tomorrow, exactly. Lock in. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to the show the great Scott Kaplan, and Andy Kamenetsky is here, who is playing in the game tomorrow night. Now, I'll be honest. I saw your brother Brian play last year, and I don't think there was anybody more serious about that game than your brother.
Well, Brian actually grew up playing baseball. He played in a men's league in L.A. for a little while.
Really?
Brian was a very good baseball player growing up. I played till my freshman year.
Yep.
Was on the freshman year team, had a bad season, and I quit.
But that's what all the great ones do.
It is what they do. It is what all the great ones do. Like I
when it gets tough,
just bail out.
Well, when I came to realize, I was actually a pretty good catcher, but I had to switch positions because I had knee problems and I couldn't do the crouch.
Okay.
I got moved to the outfield. Oh boy,
That's what you do. It takes somebody with bad knees and put them in the outfield.
That
makes
was
sense.
a disaster.
Yeah.
I was not a good outfielder.
So, I think, can you play as well as Brian?
No.
All right, good. No, I'm good. You're on the other team.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think I am as bad as I've been made out to be.
I haven't
Brian's
made you.
better.
I've not made you.
I've heard others.
I think you're a question mark.
I've heard others.
I put you as a question mark. I don't know what I'm
To
going
be
to get from
perfectly
Andy.
honest, last year, and I'm not complaining about this, I would love a repeat. To be perfectly honest, in last year's game, I barely did anything.
Right. I'll be honest. I forgot you were there.
Good.
I remember Brian. I forgot you were there.
I believe I touched the ball twice
Yeah.
the entire game, which is perfect.
Yeah, that's a good way to go.
I want to be like Brian
Cappy?
did. Brian did get hurt.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, Brian got hurt, but he was serious about it.
Yeah, very serious.
Very serious.
Now, Marcus, are you not playing?
I'm there to judge and to I will be there.
This is figure skating? What
Yes,
are
I
you
am.
judging?
I'm the East German judge. That's going to just mark you down for
Yeah.
everything.
All the
No, I will be
Americans
there.
get low scores.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you still feeling like super unconfident?
No, I actually have changed my mind.
You have?
I have.
Did you
because-
text Ireland and tell him that?
No, because I still need to blame him if we lose.
Oh, okay.
I like this, playing both sides.
I am playing both sides. So here's the thing, though. We have 2 added dynamics that have given me a lot of confidence.
All right, let me hear what those are.
One, I looked at DeAndre Hawkins in the batting cage.
Yep.
And he is the real deal. I moved him up to 5th in our lineup, Captain.
Okay. Now, just so you know, tonight, and I'll be talking about this with Andy Kamenetsky coming up in a few minutes.
Yes.
We are training tonight.
I know. And you screwed me because you were going to do it by downtown, and now you went to Pasadena, and
Well,
I can't go to Pasadena.
I didn't screw you.
Yeah. Who did?
Beto screwed you.
Beto, okay.
Beto screwed you.
No surprise.
Yeah.
No
Because
surprise.
the thing is that we're not just going hitting tonight. We're actually going to do like a full-on workout.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Take infield and everything.
Oh, yeah. Infield, outfield.
Yeah, 'cause you're playing
pop fly.
shortstop.
Yeah. So I need real work.
Somebody going to operate the fungo out there?
Beto.
Beto's going to be the fungo guy?
Beto is like the Clinton Yates this year. He's like going to be working us all out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 errors is what you're saying?
Yeah, Clinton
yeah.
Yates, not a glove guy.
No.
Not a glove guy.
No, he's not.
A lot of attitude, just no glove.
Yeah.
PFPs and stuff, pitchers fielding practice, the whole nine.
The whole thing.
Okay.
Beto, see, here's the thing. I was going to take us to a batting cage.
Yes.
And then Beto at 11:45 p.m. last night sent a text and said, I've got an indoor facility. So you got to this is like a professional workout tonight.
Right.
And he's going to be taking us to a professional facility to a full-blown workout. And then, of course, when we're done, then we're going to go eat tacos.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Well, you got to have protein after.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
You know?
I get it
You understand
completely.
with the summer shred.
Yeah. I tell you, somebody said that I don't think I'm going to get hurt tomorrow night.
Okay. Because of the summer shred?
Because I am in great shape.
Oh, you're already in great shape.
I feel like I'm in great shape.
You're
right
in great
now.
shape.
I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hashtag BSOHL, you know.
Yeah.
Is that an actual
I don't know. It's one that I use.
hashtag? You do use that hashtag?
BSOHL. Yeah. Go check it out.
All right.
You should come work out with my morning team that I worked out
I
with
would love
this
to work
morning.
out with you and Aegon.
Yeah. We worked out this morning, 5:30 a.m.
And what are you doing in the workout?
We do 30 minutes in the gym where there's a circuit training.
Okay.
So there's like probably 6 or 7 different exercises.
Yep.
And it's
So what are the exercises? You doing like
today-
extensions, leg extensions, leg curls, leg press?
Today was arms and abs in the gym.
Okay.
So it went like tries, then buys, then it's a 60 seconds on a treadmill.
Yep.
Then it's back to tries, buys, and then it's abs. So
Oh.
there was like all these circuits.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then once we went through all 3 times, because you have to, it's all on a clock. So it's like 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And then afterwards, then we go outside to the like grass or the turf field. And then we have like, ropes and planks and mountain climbers and jump rope. And it's like a whole thing.
This is really
it's
serious.
It's like a whole deal, man.
Are you training to be an Avenger? What are you doing?
What time in the morning do you do it?
5:30 a.m.
Oh, I see, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's one.
I left
fantastic.
the East Central this morning at 5:05
And you went
a.m.
where?
To Adrian's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it L.A. or San Diego?
No, L.A.
L.A.
Yeah,
Okay.
you drive
I
to
don't
San
know.
Diego
I-
to work out.
you
No, it's
drive
right
back
here.
and forth all the time.
It's right here, dude.
Yeah. So I feel really, really good. I'm not getting hurt.
I have a question for
Yeah.
you. Does anybody even remember the date of the golf event? Bergie would know. Bergie, what's the date of the golf tournament?
Date
Bergie.
of the golf tournament.
What's the date of the golf tournament?
Date of the golf tournament.
September 6th. It's a Friday.
Okay. All right. So hold on a second. Today is July 11th.
Yes.
Okay, July 11th.
Yep.
September 6th, you said?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a good 7-ish weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Last time we were at the golf tournament, we were all, and this is 2 years ago. Remember we did the push-up competition?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And remember you were like, I can't even do 5 push-ups. And then you went out and you did 5 push-ups.
Yes.
Okay. By the time September 6th comes around, how many push-ups will you be able to do, given that A, you're in the best shape of your life, B, you've gone through the summer shred, and C, now, as we're talking about this, it's 7 weeks away. You could easily do 5 push-ups right now, no problem.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
5 push-ups is nothing.
No problem.
Nothing. I don't know. I don't do
Right,
push-ups.
I understand, but if you said to your trainer, I did 5 2 years ago.
Yep.
I really want to blow everybody's mind.
Yep.
Okay. 10 would be great. That's twice as many. 15 would be incredible.
Yep.
Right? Don't you think?
Yep.
24 times as many. But imagine if you showed up and busted out 50 push-ups.
that'd be amazing.
And you
That
10
would be.
times your push-up total.
Oh, that's a real stretch.
I'll
goal.
say it right now.
Yeah.
You can do 20. I 100% believe you can do
By
20.
the way, not elbows out.
don't care
Elbows
how you
out
do
is a
them.
cheat.
I don't
Elbows
care-
in.
I don't
is
care
the
how
way
you
to-
do 'em.
And is that not correct? Elbows out.
Who
is
doesn't
a cheat.
elbows out?
Ireland. Ireland. When we do push-ups
How do you do
in here,
elbows in?
I mean, it's like elbows by your side, right? Just keep them by your ribs.
I
You
don't
know?
think
Listen-
that's physically. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do push-ups.
listen to this phrase. When we do push-ups in here,
Yeah.
Ireland goes down like this, and I'm straight.
Okay.
And you're supposed to be.
Wait, in this case, you're straight? You're straight. Really? When it comes to push-ups, you're straight. Everything else, gay as can be.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. That was.
I think the way you do them is more it's more tricep centric, right? I think it's more tricep.
I don't
heavy.
know what this is. This is a cheat.
Well,
I don't
okay.
think that's a cheat.
I'm
You
not
kinda
sure.
have to do. put your
DeAndre, come in
elbows
here and
out.
show us how to do a push-up like a
Yeah.
real man.
DeAndre,
Come on in
let's
here.
go.
This is a real man, everybody.
Okay, so I want to see how DeAndre does a
DeAndre,
push-up.
let's see if you do straight
This'll-
push-ups.
This will
or-
be the benchmark.
All right, take a look here. All right,
the benchmark. Here he goes.
all right, here.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, that's
See, those are more elbows in.
That's an elbows in.
Those are elbows
Go
in.
ahead, Andy Kamenetsky. All right,
I
Andy.
think they only count if it's elbows in.
All right, here comes
Okay,
Andy
here comes
now.
Andy. Ready?
All right, take a look.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes out.
See, that's a cheat.
No, that's a normal.
That's a pretty good push-up.
That's a cheat.
That's a solid
pretty
push-up.
solid- that's a solid
That's a
push-up.
good push-up.
That's a solid push-up.
No, I have no problem.
I mean, I went all the way down.
That's no problem. Chest to ground. That's no.
That's a legit push-up.
That's a. I have no
Well,
problem judging
But I'm
that
going to do
push-up.
them elbows out because it's easier.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
easier.
So now 7 weeks to go.
Yep.
Best shape of your life.
Yep.
Summer shred.
Okay.
5
Andy's still
push-ups.
going over here, by the way.
Andy's now at 20.
He's knocked out 10.
Right. Andy will be out of breath for the next hour.
Yeah.
How many do you think you'll get to? Set a bar.
40.
40 push-ups.
That's pretty good.
From
You got
5
this.
to 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be saying something, right?
Yeah.
You're
Yes,
darn right it would.
That sends a message.
5 to. It does send a message. That does send a message around here. People will know. Don't mess with you, man.
Exactly.
You will kick ass.
Exactly.
Do
All right,
40
so that's
push-ups.
September the 6th.
September 6th, 40 push-ups is the goal.
Our third signature event of
Yes,
the year.
right.
At Black Gold.
Yep.
So, you ready for
You're
it?
gonna test yourself.
I am. I'm
you're
gonna
You're gonna go home.
Yep.
You're gonna go do some push-ups.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not doing it now because
No.
I don't know.
Right.
But you got to go home and give yourself a baseline.
Well, I'm going to the gym tonight, so it's easy to figure
You
out.
know what you're like, Mace? And, you've made no secret of this. You are pushing 60. 60's coming up
I'm
next.
turning 60. I'm 59 now.
You're
yeah.
like one of those actors who reinvents themselves as an action hero in their 60s. That's what you're doing now. You
He's
are
Liam
pushing.
Neeson?
No, he's like, Liam Neeson, Denzel.
Right, he's
Like,
got a
you
certain
are
set of skills.
You are pushing yourself to the physical limits. You're like our Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that title.
Well, not
you're
everything that goes
you're
with
kind of
Cruise.
glib, you know what I mean?
I am glib.
You
You're
know,
right.
kind of
I'm a little glib.
Hey, so it's funny you mentioned Liam Neeson. So my daughter is 20 years old, and she is in August going to a semester abroad.
Oh, nice.
Now, this is my
Where's she
only.
going?
She's going to Amsterdam because I've raised a bunch of potheads.
What a
you know
fun!
What I mean?
It's a great
Amsterdam
city.
is a
Right.
hell of a good
It's a
time.
great city.
It is, but it's not like she went there because she's like, oh, culture, yay. She's like, weed. And I'm like, you live in California.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So I kind of, I'm very, very nervous about her going to Amsterdam.
Very safe city.
Okay, you say so.
Everybody speaks English. Really
Their
safe
biggest
city.
concern will be getting hit by a bike.
Yeah, there are
Probably so.
bikes everywhere. You're
But
right.
you say very safe city. Okay, fine. I actually signed her up for a self-defense class.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean,
You
come
think
on?
she's going to have to throw
I think
down with
I
somebody
think
in
that's just good
Amsterdam?
plans just for life.
Just get to
Amsterdam,
have,
I guess
right?
that's okay.
Amsterdam
Just-
or Alhambra. Like, I just wherever you are.
What's she learning?
Right.
Like jujitsu?
I
or
don't
what?
know. I mean, Krav Maga. I don't
Is she
freaking
doing
know.
Krav
I
Maga?
don't know. It's a
Oh.
3-hour class. I don't know. So I'm very
3 hours, she's fine.
Yeah, she'll be a black belt in 3 hours. You know what I mean?
There is.
3 hours. Don't mess with her.
Here's your certificate. You were good to go.
So I'm very nervous about her going.
Yeah.
Okay, I really am. So much so that during Thanksgiving week, I'm actually schlepping over there.
You'll love it.
I've been once.
Yeah, it's a great. Seriously, it's one of my favorite cities.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have this thing in my head, because Bergie mentions Liam Neeson. Should I show my daughter the movie Taken before she goes to Amsterdam?
No.
This is why I'm freaking out.
Why would you put that in her head?
Well, because it's in my head.
Yeah, but don't put it in hers.
You guys don't both have to have the same fear.
She doesn't. You don't want her to be terrified.
Well, I want her to be vigilant.
Show her a movie with a female badass. That's
Yeah.
what you should
Yeah,
show
like
Yeah, okay.
Atomic Blonde or something.
Yeah, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Okay.
If you're trying to get her in the right mental space, don't show her a movie where a woman gets kidnapped.
Sigourney Weaver, Aliens.
Yes.
There it is.
How about G.I. Jane? Oops, sorry, Will Smith. My bad. Well, that just slowed things down.
No,
didn't it?
we get it. We get it. Just let it lay there.
Yeah.
Just let it lay there. Yeah, exactly. So, I think Amsterdam. Now, the things to see in Amsterdam include the Anne Frank House, which everybody
Seen
should go
that,
to.
Been there. Yep.
The Van Gogh Museum,
Okay, haven't been there.
which
really
has
cool.
so many self-portraits.
Been there, Marcus?
I have. Yeah, it was cool. Good
Okay.
time.
It's like Van Gogh only painted self-portraits. There's like a room of all of his self-portraits.
Okay.
The red light district,
Okay, been there, done that.
where the women stand in the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go do the Heineken tour.
And
Okay.
and the hash bars. That's it.
All right. Well, and I guess in her case, she needs to go to school every now and again.
Oh, she's going to school.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Semester.
Yeah. Keep her out of the hash bars.
Well, that's why I think she's going.
Although there's a hash bar in Amsterdam. I love this. There's a hash bar in Amsterdam that has a McDonald's on both sides of it.
Which is just good sense.
Which is so smart because you turn left, there's a McDonald's. You turn right, there's a McDonald's. You just got out of a hash bar. You know you're going to buy some. You're going to get a Big Mac.
It could be confusing as hell if you're high.
I guess it would be weird. Like,
wait, what am I doing?
Right.
Where am I?
Can have a Royale with cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I think that's exciting.
It is exciting. It's just nerve-wracking as a father to send a child to a semester abroad. And I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Is she going to get a Euro rail pass and travel around Europe?
I don't know what she's going to do.
There are other cities she should see.
Well, I'm sure she's going to. And then,
how old a woman is she?
She's 20.
20,
and
okay.
she'll turn 21 while she's there.
Oh, that's fun.
Wait, but does it matter?
By the way, I don't think there are any age
there.
limits.
I think 18 is probably the
right.
Yeah.
You ask if she's getting a Euro pass. You mean, am I buying her a Euro pass? Is what you mean?
Well,
maybe Uncle Mace will get her one.
I'll buy her one.
Yeah, you should.
Sure.
You should. Uncle
What's her
Mace.
name?
Her name's Jaden.
Hey, Jaden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy you a Euro rail pass.
Nice.
Yeah,
Uncle
absolutely.
Mace. What a guy.
I don't know that they're extravagantly expensive.
No, they're not super expensive.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Okay. All right. Then what else could you get her that I don't have to pay for?
That was the point of this whole story, was trying to unload these
Yeah,
costs.
get Uncle Mace.
I could get her a gift certificate to my favorite hash bar.
Now that is a lovely thing to do. That is a wonderful thing to do. That really is.
So you're training tonight. I'm bummed that I'm not going to be able to be there because it's in Pasadena.
How long do you think it's going to take me to get from downtown L.A. to Pasadena when I leave at 7?
Not bad. Like, these guys all make that drive. Bergman, you make that drive. It's not that bad.
No, it's not terrible.
From downtown L.A. to Pasadena tonight, leaving at 7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock, you'll be fine. You'll get there in 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not terrible.
No. You just take.
Why can't you go?
The 5.
Because it's in Pasadena.
So what?
I got to work out tonight.
Where at?
At Tighter U in Culver City.
Oh, all right.
That's where I am.
Culver
What
City
time's
to
that?
Pasadena is not fun.
He's Steve Zim, trainer to the stars, and me.
Yeah, what time?
6.
Oh, yeah, but you could get done.
6 p.m.
It's only an hour, right?
Yeah, but I'm not driving from the west side to Pasadena.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
These good tacos.
I believe it. Hey,
Good tacos on the west side.
we're doing a show tomorrow.
I don't know.
Everybody's on it.
I don't know what the deal is.
I was
tomorrow.
told show up at noon or 1.
You're going to go on the air at 1
At 1.
normally.
Okay.
And then
who's on with Mace tomorrow at 1?
Just whoever is there. So if you're there at 1, you'll go on
Okay,
with him.
but what if I'm not there at 1?
Then it'll be Morales, and I will also be there with him.
Please be there.
Brian. Shut up. Andy, whenever he comes by, Marcus will be there. Whenever you come by, just come to the booth and start talking.
And then
jump on the air.
we're broadcasting till 6 p.m. tomorrow?
Till 6 p.m. And while we're broadcasting, the Cot and the Mafia will be playing softball.
Yeah, that's
from
right.
4 to 6.
You call the Circle of Trust the Cot?
I do.
I do not. I call it the Circle of
It's
Trust.
much faster to say Cot.
Yeah, but it's disrespectful.
That's not
I think.
disrespectful.
I think you're disrespecting the
It's
circle.
very condescending.
I'm not.
It is.
No,
It
not
is.
at all. Not
it's
at
like
all.
calling
I'm
them
not,
the Circle of Trolls.
No,
Don't
see, that's
abuse
Ireland.
that.
That is condescending. The Cot is not condescending.
No, abbreviation is a form of condescension.
No, not
condescension.
At all.
They're not worth the extra 1.5
Condensation?
seconds.
It's like
is what you're
droplets
saying.
of water.
You want to hit tonight, Bergie?
Yeah, in Pasadena, that's easy. I can do
Are
that.
you going to come?
Yeah.
You going to come for the workout?
Yeah, if you just give me a call, let me know.
Wait, I have to call you?
Well, just text me, say, hey, I'm on my way, and I'll say, okay.
I feel like this is sort of the invitation.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what I'm
just
saying.
Just tell me when you're on your way.
I got to press this button.
No, where you going?